So, Tommy, you weren't here last time, but after having washed up onto the shore of the deep water lake, as the party was gathered by Saul Sanctus, you walked alongwards to his, well, sanctum, Saul Sanctus's sanctum. I know, shut up. You actually found that the land was not scrubby. All of a sudden you were walking into what appeared to be a grove of trees, despite the fact that your party was just in front of you. All it took was a blink. One single moment of distraction. And you found yourself walking through a darkened, cold wood. A wood that you've grown familiar with by now. You know not to deviate. You don't even have to pick a direction. You know that you'll find where you're supposed to go as you walk forward for 10, 15 minutes before up in front of you, you can see what appears to be a squat hut with a oddly curved shingled roof, single stovepipe chimney sticking out. It sits on two haunches that look like chickens' legs. The windows glow faintly orange. A single blue lantern sits out front on the porch. A porch that is covered in rotten wood and rusted nails. And the door sort of sits slightly ajar.
Okay. I will walk up, and even though the door is ajar, I'll give a little rap-a-tap-tap, like a knock.
Come in, dear girl.
Okay. I will open the door and close it behind me.
Baba Yaga has already arrayed a teacup on a lace doily on a small squat table next to a dusty, lumpy armchair. You find yourself in the circular room surrounded by doors as the kettle over the fireplace begins to quietly howl. Baba Yaga retrieves it and pours a cup of tea for you, and she says, well, dear girl, how goes it? Because at this point it's been a couple months since you last talked to her.
First off, can I tell if this is the same tea that, like, put me under last time, or is this, like...
You can make if you have alchemist supplies knowledge, you can make an intelligence alchemist supplies check. Otherwise, just give me an investigation.
Okay, well, I used I made the Alter Self potions, and I don't remember if that was because I had proficiency or if I asked for help.
Yeah. I believe potions, luncheons, tinctures, and tonics was on Cody. Just give me a investigation.
Okay. You still play with the disc. I'm just rolling actual dice. 21.
You bring it up to your nose. It has the same astringent sort of smell as the last tea that she gave you.
Okay. Well, to be honest, I didn't know if there was a timetable that we were going for when it came to making progress on our deal, but...
Well, I should like some update and some return what I've given you. I should hate to think that you're trying to use my power without holding up your end of the bargain. I'd hate even worse to think you're using your power to work behind my back. You wouldn't be foolish enough to do that, would you, dear girl? And you can see, she sort of smiles broadly, but her eyes are hyper-focused, like lasers on you, boring into your eyes.
No, at this point, I think this is the best arrangement we could have given the situation.
Of course. I would hate to have to return to the terms of the previous deal. Your sister seems like such a nice girl.
well, at one point. I suppose the only information that's come to light that she may be interested in, and this may sway things in our favor, is Ito, the companion of mine, who is, at this point, all I can determine, intricately linked with the Green Lady. I think his curse stems from her in some way, shape, or form, but I don't know if I can sway him to help me in finding her or exactly what to do about it. But I was hoping that, seeing as she is presumably the one who cursed him, that will sway him to come to my side and hopefully end this sooner. And then secondly, one of his companions has come back from his home isle, and there is access to a magic circle to get there, which I would also presume will grant us more information about our quarry. But unfortunately, we are not currently headed in that direction, but at some point we will be.
You can see she sits quietly for a moment, and then she smiles a little bit. Go ahead and roll an insight check for me.
Oh boy. I'm like, okay at this. A 14.
Alright. She smiles, but you can see that smile belays a very clear annoyance on her face, as she sort of stands, and though she's small, she seems to loom over you. The same little smile on her face as she says, "Well, every little bit is progress." But then she sort of reaches down and her long, bony fingers caress over your cheek before she reaches down and grabs it, and staring into your eyes says, "I hope that you will endeavor to make further progress before the next time we meet. Because then, I may very well be getting annoyed." And you can feel the nails dig into your skin, and you can feel warm blood beginning to run down your cheeks. And then she lets you go.
Alright. Now, the one hindrance to progress is the state of the world itself. Would you have me abandon everything in pursuit of this?
He says, "I don't care about the material plane. It means little to me."
How do you think we should accelerate finding her?
Well, that's your problem to deal with, girl, not mine.
Figured as much. So a DM question, Colin. I did take another level Warlock. Do I need to do anything specifically with her, or is it just since we met?
No. You can, this is one of the reasons I wanted to pull this in right now.
Gotcha.
It says, "And so I understand your tribulations."
The simple fact is, are you going to be the one to kill the Green Lady, or is what I'm tasked for, or do I just need to find her?
The thing is, you are now potentially renegotiating the deal. Anytime you ask something like, "Do I need to do this?" you were deal negotiating with Baba Yaga.
That's fair.
The exact nature of her deal was all you had to do was find her.
Okay.
And tell her where she was.
Gotcha. Well, the simple fact is,
But the thing is, if she does the same thing, she's negotiating with you. So if she slips up, you have the opportunity to like jump on that as well.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, the whole reason I'm tiptoeing Baba Yaga is at this point, finding her is task enough, and the people that support her. Unfortunately, there's one close by, and I'm not sure he would take too kindly to subterfuge. And unknowingly, I think he's been listening a little too close to me digging up information.
And you have dug up some information. There's still you've scratched the surface, but you've discovered the War of the Cunning.
Yeah.
There's still more to be looked into on that, but unfortunately, something you probably could have asked Saul, but weren't around.
Okay. Well, progress.
Yes. Why don't you drink your tea, dear?
Okay, I'll give her a little cheers with the teacup and drink it.
Alright.
Go to sleep.
That is what allows you to take another level in Warlock.
Cool.
As you sort of doze off, you sort of find yourself actually not like passed out on the ground whenever you return. You actually like wake up walking from a daze.
Sure.
You're not sure if you were transported away or your mind was transported away. You still bear the scars on your face, however. Those wounds are very real, regardless of whether you were bodily taken away or mentally.
Gotcha.
And that is how the party kind of found you, a little bit out of it. You sort of ended up back on the ship dazed, and you went to bed, essentially. Completely knocked out by the tea.
Gotcha.
Alright. But she is, she's not super patient. She's being pretty patient, but no, she's ready for information. Alright. But that's all of... Yep.
Yeah, I just wanted to ask you, I don't know if this is me not paying attention. How much does Ito actually know about the Green Lady?
Legends, not surprisingly very little. The thing he needs to do to find out more about the Green Lady, he has not done.
Okay.
Which is, he needs to start investigating the Weird Sea. But he hasn't done that sort of stuff.
Okay, which we are not headed in that direction, either.
No. Although you will, at some point, likely be going in that direction.
Oh, at some point, yeah, before the next Baba Yaga meeting, probably not.
Probably not, but, you know,
Gotcha.
you do have avenues to still pursue.
Yes.
Alright, that is it though. You can go back to the butthole room.
It wasn't even obnoxious. It was just music.
Alright.
And it was loud, but it didn't like shake the house or anything. And then like it was 11 o'clock, and then we're like, music off. There wasn't a mess. No one was on anyone's property or anything. So it's
things that get obnoxious in here, like
Cody.
fireworks and shit.
Parties aren't any fun. We know, Cody.
Shut the fuck up, Colin.
You're just mad because nobody's ever invited you to a party.
Cody was telling us about how he disrupted a black family's party just because he was upset about it.
The only party that Cody's ever been invited to was a lemon party.
His neighbor.
I know.
Alright.
Someone did call the sheriff and go up there.
So who can tell me what happened last time? It was a lot of talking to Saul Sanctus and learning things. What did you learn?
He doesn't know shit about the Everfrost King, so...
We clarified an assumption for the prophecy about the Jade Serpent or Jade Dragon riding the horse or choking the horse, whichever. Ow.
we have to go over to the Jinma dynasty.
So we know we have pretty sound reason to believe that Jinlong is not dead and is in control of the Jinma dynasty. Other than that, I didn't. Like, I also told that I would help out Mr. Mr. Dragon Man with information that I may or may not find in my extended lifetime.
Sure.
And then we decided to head up to where fucking Cody and Tommy and Rick's characters are all vaguely from.
Yeah.
Or vaguely need to go.
Burleson. Which is close to Vishta, which is close to the Coldwood.
Yeah, we're gonna get some teleportation circle built on the boat.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. I do like teleporting.
What else happened? What other things did you notice?
Oh yeah, Tommy chicken feet thing.
Yeah.
I'm
yeah.
sorry.
Oh yeah,
giant,
that's right.
giant chicken's feet.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Basically,
Paul-
Aruna has
Yeah,
chicken
actually,
feet.
character.
It wasn't actually Baba Yaga. Tommy true polymorphed himself into a giant chicken and left.
Yeah, he was
true.
he was just joking. But he did reappear, but he was in a daze and immediately went to his back to her room. Aruna went
Yeah.
back to her room and basically went to sleep, and you had not
Nap time.
heard from her since. Basically, it's a nice way to counter out. There was another scene that needs to be done, however, from last week to catch up on stuff, and that involves fucking Venta
Hey!
and Chachi.
I need to go talk to Chachi
You
and
need
get
to
my
go
sword
talk
back
to
and tell
Chachi.
him that I didn't find anything worth 1,000 gold and that he can keep the armor and probably sell it.
Wow, Venta's a fucking real asshole.
Also can't offer him freedom from his never-ending toil in a military
What?
town. As a
Well, I thought we don't have space.
you don't
We
have space.
so you can't offer him freedom because we're not going to take him because he'd be useless compared to everyone else.
Offer him double
Okay.
penetration.
It can't be as useless as Ida's crossbow.
Ito
We could
has a
just get-
crossbow?
Yeah.
That's what I'm
we could,
saying.
I
we
forget.
could just like get rid of the crossbow and make space for this guy.
I have forgotten Chachi's voice, so we're going to make it up right now. Chachi's
Truly.
after, like I said, Venta was left behind at the to recuperate at Feist because he got pretty fucked up in the fight. I mean, he died in the fight technically, but
Which means he has to roll on the injury table.
you can roll on the injury table. Yes,
I don't want to roll on the injury table.
Dad, roll a fucking d20.
Here we are.
Aww.
Oh boy.
Dies again.
You've got ligma.
I do got Ligma now.
All right. You get
What
a
happened?
you get
It's
a
a
bad
one
case.
dying.
You get a bad case of Chokama.
No.
Who the hell is Steve Jobs?
That
No.
that's the ultimate injury. You have to say it.
No.
Say it. Say it.
No.
It's just Max crying no for 3 hours while
All
Colin berates him.
right. You don't
Do
have
it.
you don't have to say it. I need you to roll a d6.
Choke him with
Okay.
nuts.
No, to determine which fucking limb I lose.
Oh, that's how
That's
many
sick.
nuts you choke on.
You suffer a grievous injury. You lose your bottom left leg.
Oh man, I'm already dying.
As opposed to the top left leg.
I mean,
Well, if he lost,
it's
he loses it at
he's
the
lost
knee
it
joint
below the knee.
Oh, okay.
instead of the whole fucking leg.
He lost it below the knee. Unfortunately, a 1 is a grievous injury.
What? I thought you said roll a d6 or roll a 6.
No, a
Oh,
1 on the
the
D20
D20.
is a grievous
He
injury.
picked which
Oh.
limb you lose with the d6.
The D6 was
Oh.
the left leg. Could have been worse.
Yikes.
Could have been your penis.
Can't have that.
So,
All right, guys. I'll see y'all next week.
Could have been collapsible.
All right.
Does do you still happen to have the body part with you?
The appendage.
I got knocked unconscious. It probably sank into the depths and was eaten by whatever is down there, whatever other.
I mean, it doesn't
And-
have to have been
and-
severed. We
Well,
could
the
have
problem
emptied
is, it was also it might have also been lost in the massive whirlpool that washed everybody up.
That's what I'm saying.
Ala cool's over here eating human leg like
some kids going out to sea or out to the lake for the first time to try some fishing, and he's like, "Oh, hey, look, Dad!" Oh.
Currently,
Whoa.
currently,
That's okay. He'll get a leg up on the competition.
currently you have disadvantage
I
on
will
dexterity
regret.
saving throws and checks, and a -5 to your movement speed.
Yeah.
What about -5 to charisma also?
I mean, he never had enough charisma to get a -5 total, anyways.
Why? Man, did I really have to roll that? I hate you
Win
guys.
Why? You play stupid games, you win stupid prizes.
You
What do you
die.
mean? He didn't even play a
game.
stupid game. He just got shitty ass rolls.
It happens. It's a role-playing game. Sometimes the dice go with you, sometimes they don't. Then you have to try to figure out what to do about it. You can go get prosthetics. Aruna has a new fucking arm. You can do the same thing with a leg.
I have
You
lots
just-
of
you just
healing
have-
magic.
You just have to work
I
at it
guess.
and role-play it and go somewhere and maybe talk to somebody about getting a magical prosthetic and spend a little bit of money.
I don't
Maybe
have
if
any money to
Cody
spend.
heals it, you can grow like a baby foot like Deadpool.
Oh, you should do like Critical Role and just Cody can make you a vine leg, like a
Oh,
vine wooden
But
leg.
you're stuck in the town of Feist, missing the lower half of your left leg for a day. Essentially, during that time, you are outfitted with a very rough peg leg prosthetic, so you look like a pirate. People can hear you coming around because they call you all Stumpy. But you do return to Chachi's tchotchkes, a man of your word. Chachi eyes you and he says, wow. You, I've changed since last time I saw you, huh?
Yeah. I'm not doing so well.
I can tell. He, pulls out a chair for you to sit down.
I take off the water breathing necklace that he gave me. I said, I didn't find anything down there worth enough for that armor, but it's a military town. I suppose you could sell it.
Oh. Well, what did you see down there?
A monster.
His eyes widen as he pulls up a chair and says, tell me about it. How big was it? Is that what took
Incredibly.
your leg? You had a leg
Yes.
last time we were here, right? I wasn't...
I had 2 of them.
It's bad.
I guess I didn't quite get my sea legs.
At least you can joke about it.
It had these
Lou,
big
are you
yellow
okay?
it had these big yellow eyes and tentacles. And it spat me out.
And I guess... I mean... Anything else?
Oh yeah. Well, hold on. There's like a weird fucking ad playing and I can... What the hell is this?
What, a Foundry?
No,
No, it's on Foundry. I'm now playing ads to get ad revenue, obviously.
I don't know what the fuck it is.
Lou, how do you feel about Christian Mingle?
This game is brought to you by Manscaped.
Can we get Lou? How do you feel about Christian Mingle on T-shirts?
Now that Cody's back,
I
I, don't
mean,
think we can get black people meat.
I'm confused by Christian Mingle because I thought it would contain a bunch of guys wanting to get nailed, but I was wrong.
Oh no.
Good stuff. Good
Well,
stuff.
I think Beaver's going to hell.
Always top quality with you, Beaver.
I mean, Beaver's gay. He was going to hell anyways. Might as well have fun doing it.
What the hell is that?
Damn straight. Like, didn't you see that music video with Little Nas X? You just fucking snapped Satan's neck, and then you be Satan.
I mean, yeah, you could also just go to prison and find a bunch of hot naked black dudes. And Colton Haynes.
Hey man, why did the black people gotta be in prison?
Because that's who he hired for the music video.
He, you got anything else to say?
I don't know. Not really. That's kind of what was down there. It was fun getting down. There were some zombies. I felt like I shouldn't tell him too much because, like, I don't know. They're not supposed to really know about it.
Well, I understand. He, takes the necklace, he sort of puts it back in your says, you can keep this.
I could, Chachi. I have to keep myself honest.
I mean, he says...
That cough was in character.
Nobody's gonna buy it anyways. Nobody here needs to breathe underwater, and they've got plenty of anti-pressure necklaces. I mean, it wouldn't make me any money anyways. Besides, if anyone admires it, you know, maybe you can tell them about old Chachi's tchotchkes far up to the north. Maybe I can make enough money to get out of this place. Who knows? I mean, if Arvald left, maybe I can too.
I think it's only fair to pay Max's debt that we kick Max off the boat and take Chachi with us.
Unfortunately,
There's always.
You currently lack the funds to get that scale mill armor that he made.
I know.
I'm not saying you don't have a way to get those funds, but you have to be creative. And I'm not talking about sucking dick behind a fucking thing.
But he's not talking about sucking dick behind.
While they're gone, I'm about to call him Joseph Smoke again. While they're gone, Venta, you can see slowly the information of what happened at the bottom of the lake disseminates throughout the populace. There's even a couple of small skirmishes. It's not riots or anything, but some people are just angry about the fact that outsiders went into the lake at all. They, even though it wasn't your group that did it, there's a lot of people that are angry about the idea of it at all. You can see, during that time, Gen is in the town. Like I said, he brought Karakwa down, and so he's currently in the town, and he's also trying to kind of damage control stuff. Mostly meeting, you know, Gen is someone you've not really met, but you've only heard about in passing. He is obviously, I mean, Max, you know who Gen is, but Venta,
yeah.
To him, Venta is someone, he's never met him. He's only heard about him from the party, but he is an ally of the party's, and as a result, kind of an ally of yours. Unfortunately, you do have to return to the Skyweaver that has limped its way back to the...
Too soon.
Say what?
No, it was a bad joke.
It's not a limping joke. The Skyweaver got slightly damaged in the whirlpool as well. But it's kind of has to limp its way back for some minor repairs before flying along the northern coast to find the pet party. Because all this stuff is happening while they were basically talking to Sol Sanctus, because you had your own time. After you washed up with Henley, and Henley went out to go find them, and you got pushed back into the town of Feist to be basically triaged and stop you from dying of blood loss. The Skyweaver limps back, and you find yourself with nowhere else to go on board. Adelaide and the rest, M, Lincoln, Vestia, the entire crew are all there. Almost immediately, Lincoln sort of says, "God damn, boy, what the hell happened to your leg?" And M, sort of fascinated, says, "I bet I could pull off a missing leg if I needed to." As he sort of lifts up one leg and he, like, holds one, like, at the knee, he, like, holds one leg behind himself like he's got one leg, and Adelaide just kind of rolls her eyes and goes back into her room.
A water elemental took it.
You can
big one.
see, you're surprised as you sort of slowly go to your room. Aruna is already there. Her eyes are slightly glazed, and you can see there are like streaks of blood on her cheeks and deep gashes. 5 of them along 4 on one side of her cheek and 1 on the other side of the cheek. She sort of sits there completely dazed.
Oh no. What happened to you?
I look at his weird stump leg. What happened to you?
Died.
Oh yeah,
That's
kind of
rough, buddy.
kind of surprised how noble Ito was, you know, rushing over there to save you and all that.
Lord Saracen, you wouldn't leave me behind.
Oh no, God is laughing at us. Do you want us to make you something that makes you more functional? Because I think Nipsey's probably pretty good at that.
Your eyes likely could very well fall to Adelaide's. I mean, she has a prosthetic too that was crafted by Nipsey.
What is
That's
her
a-
prosthetic?
She
Talking
has
about-
an arm brace.
Talking about me. He
Oh,
accidentally
you
said
you
Adelaide.
I
was
mean,
gonna say,
Adelaide, Nipsey. Aruna has a.
There you go.
Your gnome friend made that.
Yeah, I mean, she
Adelaide
made the
has to
whole-
have a steel vagina because it was pounded into submission.
I think she'd be kind enough to
Oh
make
god,
for
so
me.
does it double as a bear trap?
Does it vibrate?
Have you ever seen the movie Teeth?
Sadly.
Yep, I have.
I mean, doesn't hurt to ask. She probably would enjoy doing it more than anything.
Okay.
Awkward. Yates, huh?
I want to go. I want to go to Nipsey, I guess, and I will limp over there.
Alright. You, basically. Here, I can move you around. You are in the crew quarters, essentially, or your crew quarters, which is
Nice.
right there. As soon as you turn around and leave, you run almost smack dab into a sort of late 20s, early 30s, gray-haired man with sort of shining silver eyes. He says, "Excuse me," and sort of
Pardon
brushes
me.
past you to Adelaide's room, sort of knocks on the door, says, "I'm coming in, Holy Emperor." Walks in and closes the door behind him. You sort of shrug it off and walk past down the hallway to the captain's quarters, where you can hear what sounds like Nipsey arguing with nobody. She says, I know that the hull's integrity is a little bit weak, but we need to focus on our lift. I mean, the hull doesn't matter if we're up in the air, the balloon matters. If the balloon goes down, we fucking crash."
I want to knock on the door, even if it's open. I want to I want to announce my arrival.
Right. You only have to wait a moment before the fevered face of a gnome appears in a crack. Says, "What?"
I kind of wiggle my stump a little. I'm like, you wouldn't happen to have any spare legs laying around, would you, Nipsey? I seem to have misplaced mine.
I can. You sort of. Her face kind of cringes a little bit, tense. Says, I can figure something out, I guess.
You did great work with that elf woman.
Oh yeah,
Her arm looks good.
yeah, but I had time and
That
money to
elf.
work on that. This is a little bit short notice.
It's okay.
Come on in. Come on in. As she lets you into her quarters. So I need to measure where
No
you're.
particular rush.
I need to measure your legs.
Okay.
Uh,
I hold out my good leg, I guess.
It's like, come on, lay down on the bed. You can see she's got her room is quite nice. It's a lot nicer than yours. It's spacious. It's got a large double bed. Carrington stands to one side in the corner. As you walk in, you can see he sort of slowly tracks you as she takes you to the bed and lays you down, and she sort of pulls out, from seemingly out of nowhere, she pulls out like a tape measure and starts measuring your legs, including the, most importantly, the bottom half of your right leg. I'm trying to get a estimate of how long it's gonna need to be, as she says, I mean, I can fashion something up pretty quick, but it's certainly not gonna serve you super well. I could make you a really nice prosthetic, but that takes time and it takes a little bit of money. And I need access to a forge for a while. And we certainly don't have one on a boat. We'd have to sit in Feist for at least a week.
Well, it looks like the ship still needs some repairs.
I mean, I can have
We
the
might
ship
be
up
here
and
for a
going
week.
in a day. Probably an hour, realistically. That's what I was arguing with Carrington about.
Arguing? He doesn't seem very talkative.
What are you talking about? He never shuts the hell up. As she looks at him, right? She's got like a glare. As Carrington just sits there dead silent, she sort of shakes her head. The fucking guile on him. Alright.
I wave at him.
He sort of slowly lifts one hand and... Fucking audacity, am I right? Alright. I can fashion you something that'll work. It's not gonna be as good as your natural leg, but you'll be able to get around on it, at least.
I'm in no rush.
Well, I should hope not, because if you rush too much, you might trip and fall. Alright, I'll be done by tomorrow. Meanwhile, we've also got to find the rest of your fucking party.
You know where they went?
The scouts from Feist say they think they've washed up. They saw Henley moving up along the northern shore. They think they found evidence of them washed up on the northern shore. If anything...
Who do we have here?
Who do you have on the ship? Got Aruna, basically, and the rest of the crew. Non-player character crew. And
I
Gen.
suppose it's... we can't have Gen flying around, probably. I suppose me and Aruna could start tracking Henley. And we follow him, meet up with him, and try to find the rest of the crew.
Oh, sure. Although, from what I can tell, Aruna's not doing so hot. I think she might be brain dead.
We have 2 dying people now? 40.
Well,
We're dropping like flies.
go get some rest.
Okay.
By the time you wake up, I should have something fashioned. It's not gonna be pretty, but it'll work. She can fashion you a prosthetic peg leg, which will help you move better, but it's still gonna you're still gonna have some disadvantages.
That's fine. Better than not being able to really get around.
You're gonna have minus 5 feet of movement with the peg leg. Alright. By the time you do go back to your room, you can see Aruna is resting there as well. And as soon as your eyes close, you find yourself just off in a dreamscape, remembering a time where you ran in vast, verdant fields, bucolic scenes flashing across your eyes, greenery, hills, everything that you could expect to run through, like the sound of music, Because now you can't do it anymore.
And then something comes out of the ocean and makes me sick.
But by the time you wake up, Nipsey has piloted the boat up, found the rest of the crew. So we can catch everything up to where they got to last week, essentially.
Yay!
Because they had been picked up last week as well, decided on where to go. So that's where you find yourselves. Finally, after you've made the decision, on where to go, essentially, Benta sort of staggers out, basically on crutches. He's missing part of his leg. Adelaide has shut herself up into her room with an annoyance, but sort of annoyed over something. Gen has taken his leave, likely returned to the capital to continue the day-to-day governance that this empire requires, now that Adelaide's not there, not that she was doing it that much in the first place.
Got him.
The Skyweaver slowly turns in the air over the city of, or just outside the town of Feist. And it begins lurching forward, the ground moving beneath it as you turn eastward. Your destination? The city of Verlison, which is basically in the Coldwater Lake. That big lake up there is actually called the I forget what it's called. I can't fucking remember. I think I called it the Coldwater Lake. But it is going to be a long time. It's a long distance to travel.
Only about 35 feet.
Yeah, we'll go with that. Well, you're there right now.
Oh, okay.
Which route did we end up taking out of these lines that are drawn? Or which one are we taking?
I believe you decided for the fastest route, which was just cutting across.
That's fair.
It requires harder navigation checks, and it is more dangerous. But it is significantly faster.
Well, we'll have to wait for our navigator to come back. To
Also,
save us.
it is conveniently on the route
Oh my gosh.
to, or you know what's conveniently on the route to that?
Reed's backstory.
Reed's Monastery.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, who would have
Oh my
guessed?
god.
It's as
Who'd
if
have think it?
planned
If we went down this way, it'd be right here.
Yes, indeed. The Seishan Monastery, the Emerald Mantises lay on that very route. Despite the fact that they are, relatively small, and they live a somewhat ascetic and, pragmatic life with very little decadence or,
Very
comfort
disciplined
or
and
anything. A
orderly.
very disciplined and orderly life. Master Amaris would no doubt be more than happy to welcome you and feed you and give you rooms and places to stay. Not to mention, there is the important stuff of Reed's backstory with the Shadow Monks. Well, technically they're not the Shadow Monks. They're the Onyx Serpent Monks. The Shadow Monks are the Im's order, although technically Klaus's backstory has Shadow Monks, but they're not actually Shadow Monks. He merely called them Shadow Monks because he didn't know what the actual school of monks were.
This gave me an aneurysm.
Yes. To Klaus, they were just Shadow Monks, but they weren't actually the school
Yeah,
that
no, they were
practices
offshoots.
Shadow.
Yeah.
They were Onyx Serpents. Alright.
Klaus also fucking hates Onyx Serpents.
It's a good chance to do a little bit of role-playing real fast while I double-check to make sure my maps are up in place. Ito, I mean... one of your loyal subjects is missing a leg, lost in a fight. Even though you did save him, he is still, there trying to help you. He doesn't really have skin in this game. At the end of the day, he doesn't know anything about what's going on. Karakwa has returned. It's an opportunity for y'all to. M makes a very large like stew, basically a clam chowder with clams he managed to get from Feist. He says, "I bought them, I promise. They didn't. I bought them." As he disappears into the kitchen and makes up a very large sort of clam chowder with Bruce, and you're all able to gather around and do a little role playing while I double check my maps.
Holy shit, it's Karakwa.
Who's the lizard?
Where are you
So-
at?
A friend?
Okay. First off, Bruce, that's extremely problematic. He could speak. And you just called him the yeah.
I mean, he is a lizard.
Is that a slur?
Is it racist to point out that someone's
mean,
a lizard when they are
It's
a
kind
lizard?
of like when someone's in the room and you don't directly talk to them, but you like talk to someone else about them when they're right there.
Also, I'm going to assemble you all on deck so I can copy your tokens.
Okay, that is rude. I agree. Never mind.
It's kind of strange.
Fine. Hi, I'm Bruce.
Oh, I'm Bruce.
So
My bad.
So Bruce is Beaver's new character, and Venta is
Yeah.
Max's new character. Okay.
Yes.
All right. Got it. Figuring it out. What?
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 What race is Venta? I didn't get that from you. I'm
Half
sorry.
elf.
Half elf. Okay, cool. I need to fix that too. I did not put that in there. Give me a second.
Oh, Cody's fixing stuff on board.
Yeah. Give me a second. I forgot to ask about that.
We just all awkwardly sit around eating clam chowder.
Clam chowder is delicious.
Lamb.
Clam chowder.
It's and nutritious. You eat it up, num num good in your tum tum.
Is it Boston clam chowder?
Im sort of sits down next to you. Benton's like, So, did you use that leg for anything fun ever, or?
Unintentionally
I-
savage.
I put my hand over my mouth and I kind of spit soup through it.
I mean, I thought it'd be nice to ask.
Oh,
Is he
Damn,
a
I-
child? Is Gen a child right now?
Gen
Gen's not
was
here.
Gen's not technically here right now.
He said it was
After-
M.
Oh, M,
I'm
yeah.
sorry.
The
I was gonna say I thought Gen.
oh, Karakwa. M, can you turn into a lizard man?
Also vaguely racist. Thank you.
All Gen did was talk to Adelaide. She was not happy from what she heard, though.
I
And
want-
she has been holed up in her room. But
I'm trying to
that's
get-
pretty normal.
I'm trying to get M to show off his party trick and turn into Karakwa.
It is good to see you, though, Aruna. Kinda
Wait,
go
you
and
gotta see this
clasp
shit.
her- I clasped her on the shoulder. How have things been?
Which,
Aruna's the
Sure.
friend who's like, hey, my roommate's double jointed. Check this shit out.
everything's shit, but you know that.
I.
I might be kind of brain damaged.
Also, like,
So
I don't know if
nothing
you've
has
noticed-
changed.
I think Ito and Reed have gone comatose. They don't seem to talk ever during these RP sessions at the dinner table. It's really
You guys
bizarre.
were talking. I didn't want to interrupt.
I'm trying to
I wasn't
give...
aware I was speaking. I thought I was just being insulted by M.
I'm trying to remember.
Wait,
I'm trying
who's
to remember
insulting
exactly
who?
when
Is
Karakwa left.
Venta at the dinner table or is he in his room?
I'm at the dinner table.
I mean, yeah.
I was the last one there. It's hard for me to
I
get
mean,
there.
M was literally like asking about his leg in front of you, but you know.
I'm just trying. Like I said, I'm just trying to remember exactly when Karakwa left.
Months ago. Not months.
No, it
Okay,
has
I
been
guess
months.
it has been months. Okay, yeah,
It's been
months.
several months. Not even been
Wait,
a few
the last-
months.
I showed up a little bit when I rescued
Yeah,
Aruna
you rescued
and
them,
them from the Feywild, and then he was like, "All right, see you
but you
guys
are aware
later
the
again."
Redeemer's dead.
We killed the Redeemer. Yes, I'm
Oh, okay,
very
yeah, you
aware.
were there with the Redeemer.
I made sure that we
And if Cody
burnt
left
that
before
body. We make sure we
Oh.
burnt his body.
I thought that Klaus guy brought him back.
Oh yeah, did no one tell Karakwa about the reoccurring issue?
I don't think anyone
Okay.
told me either.
Hey,
What?
Karak, are you ready for Redeemer 2
Oh,
Klaus's Boogaloo?
I mean, do you want the nice version where I act like what I did was very noble, or do you want the very quick and dirty version of the story?
Just tell me what has happened.
Things aren't necessarily worse, they're just different.
Okay. So you know how Klaus has this weird shadow issue thing, correct?
I happen to know a bit about Klaus's
Okay.
issue.
Long story short, he sucked in another eye of Vecna, unbeknownst to us, and then we found the Redeemer's vault, where we went into it for the first time, and then he started taking a turn for the worse. The Redeemer's spirit is bound to his vault, and he was there during the process. I thought he was going to leave and never come back and possibly do things that we didn't agree with, and I unceremoniously put him down like a dog. And in the process, the Redeemer's shade brought him back. But positive news is we pulled one of the eyes out.
I have a question.
Yes.
Was an eye of Vecna?
Do I actually know, like,
Not
at all?
Not really.
really?
There's not been a lot of specific research done into it.
Well,
As far as you know, it is a very powerful and evil gem.
Can I roll a
So-
religion check to
Yeah,
try to
exactly.
explain it to him as best as I can?
Yeah. That's what? Okay.
Rocco actually has experience with the Eye of Vecna, so he might be able to do that.
Okay, so the shadow issue, specifically what I say, is when he was influenced by this eye, right, Henley, he had something attached to him that wasn't him. And it was directly coming from the eye or being influenced by the eye, and then once that influence was gone, it kind of left. And I think now that it's
Like a parasite.
removed, yeah, whatever it
The
is.
Redeemer has taken the place of his shadow now.
Yeah, but what is it?
What, his
Well,
shadow?
whatever-
No, what is an eye of Vecna?
It's
It's-
a crystal from an evil deity creature that's
Why would
gives him-
why would you?
That's a point real quick, Colin. Is Vecna a deity in this session? In this
Yes.
world? Okay.
Why would you put that in something?
It's not.
He didn't know the first time. He
It-
explained that
it
a little bit.
controls you and forces
Okay.
itself to attach itself to you. Essentially.
Why would you? Why, how did you guys come across two of these?
One of
The
his,
Redeemer
one of
had
the
one.
ones, yeah, one of the ones he had before was not. I'm not privy to that knowledge. I wasn't around.
This whole
Spoken to Klaus before, and he had one embedded in his body. And I had tried to observe it and look at it, see if it was possible to remove, but
Well,
that kind of magic was too powerful for me.
Karakwa, I can tell you, I can take them out, and not exactly easy.
I see.
Why take it? Because it's evil, but it make you strong.
Whatever.
Did Gin know about
Exactly.
this with
Well, the thing is,
Klaus?
Gen attempted to persuade him to give up the gem, and in the process of doing so, it was too much for Klaus, and that's how he got the second one.
So Gin didn't really explain this to Karakwa, did he, Colin?
No, he wouldn't have
No.
bothered.
He said he was upset with Klaus and needed to speak with him. Karakwa was just like, all right, bro, whatever,
Yeah.
I don't care.
that whole situation though seems like.
But
Why
the-
would you do it?
The
Does it
positive
make you
news
strong?
is we got
The first one made him it had some kind of sway over him. It wasn't even his choice, and it overpowered him, from what I gather, to take control of the second one.
But regardless, was the main concern was he had two in his possession, and it was going to drive him to do far worse things than he would normally do.
it essentially makes him 100% controlled, or almost 100% controlled.
But
And now that we removed one, he's no longer that much controlled.
we got the dagger from the Deepwater Lake, which was part of this prophecy, and he has attached the eye to it, so we gained the benefits of its magic without losing Klaus completely to it.
So is he our ally?
Yes.
Yeah.
No ally.
So,
Alec,
it seems
Alec
a little
Cole
morally
believes he's an
ambiguous.
ally. I'm not lying. He is we have the same end goal. He is currently an ally. That's it. That's the
The impression I
goal.
get is that he's a little morally ambiguous at this juncture.
Yeah, but ambiguity means he's currently our ally. That doesn't mean he's not going to stay our ally.
Okay, but do we need him for our end goal?
Yes.
He
I've already foreseen it. We stand and fight with him, and if that doesn't come to pass, we will lose.
You've
Whether
seen more
Master
visions.
Master
Alakul?
Halfling. Yes, I did.
Sorry, I've got kids over at my.
Madam
Not at all.
Bestia.
I'm kidding.
Madam-
My kids.
Madam Bestia allowed me to actually directly commune with my goddess, and she gave me more visions. One of them being that I would stand side by side with Klaus to fight them off. So
and
I will do whatever I need to make that happen.
and
'Cause
when
it's
it
better for a few of us to die than this whole realm be gone.
and
If we lose here, the snows extend out into the deserts of my homeland, which I don't know if you know, it's very hot. So,
You know, Beaver, if Tampa Bay got in a plane crash, I wouldn't feel that bad.
Wow.
Jeez. Wow, that came out of nowhere.
No, it didn't. He's watching.
I don't know. I'd be a much bigger fan of the John Denver Broncos.
okay.
That's a bit of a dated reference there for you kiddos.
Point.
Fuck off.
Fucking Rocky Mountain
I know,
High.
I'm one of the youngest ones here, I bet.
Leaving on a jet plane.
Max is the youngest one here.
Max is the babby.
What do you mean, Max? You are literally the youngest one
You
here.
are literally the youngest here.
Not my fault. I'm the prettiest.
I don't know.
That's not true.
That's
Look at Tom.
No.
Tommy's
Point.
the prettiest.
Oh, thank
Yes, I got some competition with Tommy, but otherwise, like, I'm pretty.
Thanks, babe.
I got it pretty on
Wow.
lock.
Okay.
Have you seen my nipples? Come on, man. I'm the prettiest.
All right, reeling
I
it
mean,
back in.
Lou basically looks
Reeling
like
it
Paul
back
Bear without a
in.
mustache.
Reeling it back
Point.
in.
But we have begun, at the very least, we have begun pinpointing the general locations in von Richten's prophecy.
And
We have the Three Sisters, the Ile de Royhan, Jinma.
to Reed's points about Klaus, I feel since he's slightly reeled in now, we won't have to worry about after we win so much anymore. Whereas before, when he had the second eye, I'd be worried that Klaus would fill the power vacuum, so to speak, after the fact, and I don't think any of us would be too keen on putting him down again.
Come.
Yeah.
I have a question. In the Redeemer's journal entry, he refers to his research documents about finding the gem under the scorched keep. Were any of those research documents at hand when I got that journal, or is it just the book?
What do you mean? Were they at, like? Do you have? Were they within?
Was there any supplementary notes to go along with the diary? Because I would have snatched those up too if I had seen them.
There was the research that he did on basically the eyes of Vecna and stuff like that.
Okay. So my question is, in it he says, my research was illuminated an interesting possibility to me, a jewel of considerable power that would enhance my already prodigious abilities in the magics of reanimation. Apparently, the gem was lost beneath the Scorched Keep, left behind by one half of a pair of black dragons that were squatting in the ruins centuries ago.
Yep.
It is that I will look into. My question is this a gem like the Hope Diamond is a gem, or is it a gem like a diamond is a gem? Is the Eye of Vecna a specific title, or is it a naturally occurring thing? Was there any? Have we come across anything to indicate one way or the other?
No.
Okay.
That is unknown.
Okay. You know, actually, I was thinking about this last week. I didn't bring it up because I don't think it's a good play, but I did reread through this again, and maybe we should consider going back to the Scorched Keep.
For what purpose?
You mean
Information.
like an overrun, burned down hellhole?
Yeah.
I feel like that could be something we do on our return.
Sure. Yeah, I don't mean immediately, but I feel
Okay.
like
Well, I would say Karakwa knows that that is overrun at this point.
Tommy.
Oh, I was just gonna say, if we have the tree in place per Karakwa's plan, things like that are a lot more feasible. The airship can physically move places while we teleport, and we can do separate
It will take
endeavors.
some time for this tree to grow large enough
Yes.
for us to be able to utilize it that way.
'Cause
Well,
it has to be person sized, right?
The tree itself needs to be a large tree, yes.
But like, because you're literally making the size of a door for a person to pass through, right?
No, technically the way the spell works is that it has to be a large plant of some kind. It doesn't necessarily have to be a tree. It could be a flower. But essentially for 6 seconds, it
Yeah.
just tells on the
Also-
same plane of existence.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
That's what I was gonna ask. Never mind.
Same plane of existence,
Gotcha.
yes.
Same plane of existence.
So no going from material plane to Feywild. Now, if we were in Feywild, I could do that. While in
If we were in
Feywild.
Feywild, that 6 seconds gets very interesting.
Also important, it has to be a tree that he has seen or touched.
Mm-hmm. I technically have not touched or seen the new tree that is in Groot's castle.
Alright, Mr. Tree, please show us on the model where Karakwa touched you.
Are we done discussing Eye of Vecna?
No, I have a related question to it.
Go for it.
So we, who need Klaus to be alive, in order for us to save, I presume, the world,
Yes.
is away doing fuck knows what while we're here, and we're just supposed to assume it works out. Why would we not have him with us?
He's a bit of a dick.
It is important to say, knows, you don't know that you need it. You suspect you do, or believe that you do. Do you know for sure you need to? Not really.
Well, I'm going off based off what Alakul said.
He feels like he needs to. He was shown a vision of him next to Klaus.
He is
But-
doing his own thing. He has
He-
other things that he's capable of doing that we are not really
yeah,
capable
but
of.
how do
doing.
we not know
Yeah.
that he's not just gonna go off and die and then we're fucked?
I mean,
Well, to be
I-
perfectly honest, if
basing
he
it
does
on
go
faith.
off and die, we're probably a little better off.
But he just said we're not because it ruins the
Just
our
nods
entire
at you
thing.
in a statement.
I mean,
It-
you don't. That's the thing. You don't. But some things you don't know.
I'm
Plus,
saying,
I'm pretty sure it's hard for someone to die if they're already dead.
you know what I mean. I'm saying, aren't we
Okay.
better off with him in our midst?
I don't think so.
I mean, good luck with that because he's not going to do that.
I kind of saw to the fact that he is not going to be with us.
If he is not with us, then I can trust that what he is doing is for the better.
Like
I've been
Like
wrong
was-
before.
like was previously
But I
discussed,
can.
the second eye was removed, so that's influence is gone. That was the thing that was setting him off course more than anything.
Where is the second eye?
It is embedded in his
In the
dagger,
pommel.
and he has gone with it. So he has the power of it, but it does not harm him like it did. That's the
And
important
just
part.
to confirm for safety's sake, do we know that to be true?
Yes.
Yeah.
That was Colin.
He put the eye in the pommel.
No, I meant
We know that to be true because it literally says that in the book. When it's not, first of all, it says the eyes. It said that the eyes have very little benefit when they're not physically attached to you, unless they're in something like that. I guess.
Okay, that's what I was trying to confirm.
Which we saw firsthand, more or less, when the Redeemer had the Eye of Vecna as his spellcasting focus when he fought him before. Because I think he was fully in control of himself and wasn't, like, influenced
But it
by...
didn't. But it didn't do as much for
Yes.
him as it is doing for Klaus currently.
Oh yeah, and Karakwa, Alikul was a vampire.
I don't even ask at this point. It's just
Okay.
It's an Alikul. Come on,
Just-
man.
Just putting that out on the table.
What do you mean?
What do you mean that you're a vampire, or what isn't Alikul?
I mean, I am a vampire, yes.
How does that happen?
A mommy vampire and a daddy vampire.
When a patron vampire decides that he is willing to bite you and turn you into a vampire, it turns you into a vampire.
Long story short, Klaus, before
Who bit the bug?
Hold on. I'm sorry. So like you can't be in sunlight vampire, or
Yes.
He is wearing a veil and a covered full body in basically clothing.
I'm wearing robes and a veil thing. That
I know.
Was this a consensual vampire thing?
Okay. Here's
Yes.
long story short. Klaus's boyfriend, as it were, is of the vampiric nature, owns a bar within the city. They're part of a big brotherhood of rogues and thieves and sketchy people. Alikul saw the benefits of vampirism as very high and took him up on the offer. Just put it that way.
Thank you, Tommy, because I actually didn't know that.
That's
So it's like, it's like when you're playing Elder Scrolls. Just because they have the vampire quests doesn't mean you have to do those quests. I'm just,
yeah.
Bullshit. You have to fucking be a 100% completionist. I want to be a vampire, werewolf, thief, mage guild, fighter guild, everything.
I mean, he has a insane sense of smell now, so if you bleed, he can probably find you very easily.
Oh, sweet. Are we doing a 100% playthrough of D&D?
Smell these nuts.
Dear God.
All right, you gotta. Well, you will level up to level 20 throughout this.
Can Karakwa turn into a Tanuki? So he has giant nuts.
Yeah, but what about the post game, Colin?
There will be an epilogue. Have you ever seen Lunar 2?
No.
Oh, well, you don't know about the epilogue then.
Alright,
Alright,
anyway.
you all sit around. Anyway.
I was gonna say-
discuss the Eye of Vecna and associated badness.
I think we've aired all the dirty laundry.
Well, there's some characters here who I don't know.
Yeah, like, it's nice to introduce Karakwa to everyone.
Just also, so I know where Klaus went. Where did what's his name go? Joseph Smoke.
Smoke? He got his revenge, and he didn't he join a council?
Yes, he is working in the on the council in the capital.
In the listless void of the aftermath of the Redeemer, he had nothing left, so he became a counselor.
I mean, he did what he wanted to do, which was kill the Redeemer.
Good for him, I guess.
At least some of us get some fucking closure around here.
And that was what his backstory was. He wanted revenge on the Redeemer. There's no point in keeping him around.
At this point, Bruce, you've been with us for weeks, and I still don't know your deal.
Figure that out.
Yay.
Good opportunity
Oh,
to get in everyone's deal while I go pee.
Excellent.
Cody, that was peak comedy. Thank you.
Okay.
That was great.
Well, there's not really much to say about me.
He's
Just,
British.
Has he
yeah,
always
so-
been British?
He's
Fuck
had a
you,
Cockney
Connor.
accent for fucking weeks. You shithead.
He's just being a shithead for the sake of being a shithead.
No,
Thank you,
I
Connor.
didn't realize it was always British.
Yes,
It's
It's because you
literally
keep
all
complaining about
British.
not being able to hear me, you cunt.
I mean, yeah, usually I can't hear you.
Connor's got too many dicks
I
in
don't
his
know
ears
what
to
the
hear
fuck.
stuff.
Yeah,
That's
get
true.
the dick set in your ears.
Yeah, so we have
I completely lost my train of thought.
we have on loan monk that has something to do with Reed.
I mean, yeah, I just know that my grandmaster knows his grandmaster, and Onyx serpents are collecting powerful artifacts, and he needs my assistance.
which
Describe how Bruce looks, because you said he's a Goliath monk fighter.
Yeah, he's
So like, what's the deal here? How much monk? How
So-
much fighter?
he's
He looks like a
He's-
pug list.
he's 50-50. He's like, hang on, what is his height? He basically has the build of Bobby Lashley. He's like 7'10" and just muscular as all hell. He's
Bobby
wearing
Lashley, I'll
a
tell you.
he's wearing a half plate
Ninja
chest
and
piece.
fighter.
He's wearing a half plate chest piece and gauntlets and shin guards.
You a strength monk? Because that's pretty based if you
Mhm.
are. Oh fuck yeah.
I'm a monk with a 21 strength.
Fuck yeah.
That's
'Cause I've got
Bobby
a fucking-
Lashley, by the way, Cody,
Great.
in the chat.
He's like all chest.
Yes.
Yep, exactly. And that's what I was going for.
Okay, so quick segue. What the fuck's a segue? That's not a colloquial term. Onyx serpents, and then I point to M, Cody, the guy that's like sitting over there by Venta. M is a monk of many monasteries that's infiltrated pretty much all of them. He's very good at getting information, and he can change his shape.
Okay. Also,
Which, of course, Colin's not here to voice him. But
What are you
regardless,
doing?
that's what M does.
What are you doing?
I was describing what M does because Bruce was talking about the Onyx monks, and I was like, oh, this guy's basically been on all the monk monasteries. And he's like a spy
I do a
that
little
can
bit of everything
transform-
you see. I can transform into this, then that, and every other thing. You give me the right thing to turn into, I'll turn into it.
But I feel like the particular detail that's important to M got left off there. If I recall, his agency, monastery, I don't know why that word escaped me, is non-malicious. They just like watching stuff. They're voyeurs, not deviant.
He enjoys information above anything else, not
Yep.
so much violence or
They
anything
gain
like that.
information to have it, not to use it.
so a
I
monastic
should say,
order
not to
about
use it.
knowledge.
Basically, he's good at talking and figuring stuff out by being charming.
Okay.
And it's very, very beneficial.
Okay.
Okay.
She just called me charming.
And then Ito has a is Venta a servant Ito, or is he just
I don't serve Ito.
soldier.
I just live on the island.
He's a
Or I
resident.
did.
You know, like, I almost blew my arm off, and I didn't get that depressed. I think you need to, like, chip her up a
No.
little
Damn.
I feel like I
Today's a
almost blew my arm off and
Today's
I
a no
lost
bones
a limb.
day.
Are two different things.
This adventure really cost us an arm and a leg.
I mean, just the leg at this point.
bit. Yeah.
The arm was already gone.
The arm came with the package.
It's true.
So Venta is also from the Ile de Rohan.
Yes.
Okay. What's his deal?
Yeah, tell him your weird shit, man.
Okay.
I'm gonna go pee.
Alright,
Let's-
take off. What,
I
Colin?
was gonna say, let's see some interaction between Venta and Ito. Not to mention, Ito, you did learn some stuff last times about St. Cuthbert.
So, on that note, what I was trying to say before we started talking about the Redeemer and shit, I want to cast Detect Thoughts on Vent.
I mean, that's
There's thoughterry on the
who?
line.
that's a wisdom save.
Why do you want to cast
Yeah,
Detect Thoughts on Vento? What's wrong with Vento?
nothing. I just want to cast Detect Thoughts on Vent.
When he casts Detect Thoughts, he sees what's her name?
Paris
Well,
Hilton.
I didn't do very well,
Hilga.
so I guess he sees my mind.
No, he sees Adelaide.
I mean, she knows her way around a penis and a vagina.
Oh.
But the thing
Jesus
is,
Christ.
you absolutely know that he's probing your mind.
I was gonna ask that. I wasn't sure.
It specifically says the target knows that you are probing its mind either way.
Classic.
Where does it say that?
It says literally, if it's either way, the target knows that you are probing into its mind, and unless you shift your attention to another creature's thoughts, it can use its action on its turn to make an intelligence check attested by your intelligence check if it sees the spell ends.
I see. Anyway. And he knows that it's me doing it?
I imagine he absolutely does.
Okay.
You
Why?
Because Ito clearly believes in a surveillance state.
That's what the
I'm
Ile de Royan's gonna be. Just cameras everywhere.
Aw.
I don't.
Hey man, great lives
question,
matter.
But I cast that as Venta is about to start talking about himself to Karan.
What? Okay.
I mean, we're all sitting at a dinner table. Thank you.
All right, so I guess I take off like my cowl and my gloves, and like you see that I'm all emaciated, and when I was 17, something came out of the weird sea, and now I'm dying.
Elaborate on that.
Some days I feel okay, some days are really bad. I cough up blood as I hold up my gloves, and you see there are stains on the palms from when I cough up blood and I'm trying to cover my mouth. To my knowledge, I'm not contagious, but it is taxing, and my life is ending soon. I'm looking for the cure.
What exactly
They sent me off the island via a teleportation circle in the ruins of Colin, what were the ruins that I teleported out of?
It was basically, it turned out to be an old temple to the Green Lady, one that was covered in vines and lost sort of deep within what little bit of forest remains on the Ile de Royan.
I teleported out of a teleportation circle made from the ruins of a temple to the Green Lady. And I was sent to find
Not
Lord Sarastenu
interesting
to
enough.
tell him that it's working.
Ito probably would also not have known that this was a old temple to the Green Lady.
Made that really fast. I'm sorry.
So that's it? You're dying?
So what is it that came out of the weird sea?
I don't know.
Did you
It was
see it?
big. It was big, and now it has infected me with something. It's all really fuzzy.
He's got weird AIDS.
When any like traumatic repressed memories that I'm getting as he tells this story?
I mean, it's his surface thoughts. It's the surface thoughts. What do your surface thoughts say?
I mean, I told them exactly everything I know. That is the truth.
And you probably get the feeling
They
that
could
he's
gather
not.
anything differently.
You probably get the feeling he's not lying, and he's probably not happy about it.
Hearing that he doesn't know what it is, I would attempt to probe deeper.
Okay.
So that's another wisdom saving throw, Max. DC 17. Do I have to use a second spell slot for that, or no? Because it's still in effect, right?
No, it's concentration.
Oh, well, you got it. That's an 11.
So I gain knowledge of something that looms large on his mind.
You sense, the sort of depression over having lost a leg, over being given a death sentence, over something he doesn't really know what it's for. I mean, he doesn't have any memory. Whatever happened, it was probably too young in his life for him to remember exactly what was going on. You sense anxiety. You sense a little bit of disappointment as well.
Oh, I guess you might learn that they sent me through because I'm dying, but I guess I might have not known that.
Well, you said that, I thought.
I want to ask.
No, they used the teleportation. They sent me through the teleportation circle because I'm dying. They're like, if he dies, like, it's not really changing much.
Well, perhaps Ito, you sense a little bit of disappointment in you. Maybe Venta was expecting something a little bit more.
I want to ask Venta something.
Yes.
What kind of healers have you been to about this?
The ones on the island. I don't know if this is a curse or a disease. None of them have been able to help.
To Ito, how powerful are your healers?
Connor does not know the answer to that question. I would assume that the real Leroy Head is not very renowned for magic or divine spellcasting.
Not really. Madam Bestia comes to you and says, "Perhaps I could read into your tea leaves or look into your mind."
We would probably go to Prost for healing if we really needed it. But that's a hell of a journey.
There's a little bit of a problem with that as well, Karaku can tell you.
Oh, no. I meant we, the island, prior to these events. We would probably go to Westcremont or Prost for healing, but that's quite a journey.
I looked to Venta. I'm thinking about what happened with, not Adelindra. What's her name? No. It is Adelindra. There's too many names. It's Abigail, Adeline, and Adelindra. Sorry. I'm thinking about that. It's Venta. Would you mind if I tried and took a look?
I suppose it cannot hurt.
Colin, can I use detect magic to see what kind of thing, what kind of stuff is inhabiting this body? Is it a curse? Is it something else? Okay, I will.
Well, I'll say, hold on.
You want me to just use detect magic? You want me to do a skill check? What you want me to do here? I'm trying to remember what we did for Adelindra.
Let me see. I'm double checking because okay. You can go ahead and cast detect magic if you want to. What you did for Adelindra was basically a remove curse.
Right, I used but I remember doing something to determine what was going on with her her face and everything, and then I was able to use Greater Restoration to remove it. So.
Yeah.
Here, I will
You can-
cast
you
Detect Magic and see if there's anything
You can
going on, and
cast
see if I can get a
Detect
hint.
Magic.
See if I can get any kind of idea of what's going on here. How do I do that from here? How do I show that I'm doing it from here? Here we go, Spellbook. There we go. Meh. Right on the top of us. Great.
Excellent.
Right that circle. Oh god, it won't go away.
Are you
Oh,
sure
you
it
gotta
won't go away? Shazam!
Ah.
Yeah, you click the thing in the center and press delete.
Yeah, or I couldn't see the thing in the center. Ito or Venta or Alacool or M were on it.
Cody, if you go to measurement controls, which is under, it's like the little L ruler. When you do that, it'll bring up like the spell template things that you can click on and delete.
Check this out.
So I can also do like this,
I can
but
do
then I
this.
can click on it and delete it.
Yeah, I know,
That's
but it
can
was
do
hidden
that.
underneath a character token.
And then I can do that.
weird.
And then I can do that.
When the balls are huge, but the penis is small.
That's my life. Alright, cast Detect Magic. You do so. There
God.
is all sorts of magic around you. You sense various magical items, everything around you. You sort of try to focus in on the specific nature of the magic. And you can see the faintest hints of magic that are surrounding Venta, but it's wisps. It's unusual.
Not the same as what it was.
It's not the
for
same as what it
Adelindra.
was for Adalindra. It is not the same at all.
Is it
But-
anything that I would recognize or had encountered before?
I will let you. This is a little bit weird.
Sure.
If you want to expend,
If it's something that's like strange, especially from the weird sea,
if you want to
which Karakwa
expend
has
a
no
higher
experience
level
with,
spell slot, a third level spell slot, it will tell everything about the nature of magic.
Okay.
But as you sort of focus more magic into it, you can see the rest of the magic items, everything out, it like dies away. It becomes background noise as you focus more intensely on Venta and the magic that's coming off of him. And you can see it's a black miasma, vapors, dark smoke that seems to roil from his between his shoulder blades, dissipate into the air. But the thing is, you see not only that roiling off of Venta, you also see it roiling off of Ito as well.
oh my god.
Twinsies.
Just huge plumes of black miasma, invisible to the eye, but visible
not
to
to the
you,
magic eye.
but not to the magic eye, or the brown eye.
I've never seen this before.
In what exactly?
Is the black smoke, is it seem to be its own separate entity between the two of them, or is it moving in tandem?
It appears to be the same thing, the same curse.
Okay.
Holy shit. Okay. Cody, give me more. Feed me more information.
I explained to
Okay,
Aruna.
cool.
Aruna being okay.
Thank you.
Cool. Okay, well,
We don't metagame!
Well, no, I would talk to Aruna about this. You may not know the best about actually healing. Who is this? Who's that? Who's that?
Who's what?
Who's this guy? That's
That's
M.
M.
See, that's M.
I thought this was M.
No, that's Henley.
Oh, Jesus.
This is Madame Bestia.
Cody, do you say that out loud, like the smoke on them?
I say that's strange. I've never seen something like that before.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm only asking because if you mention what it looks like, I'm gonna ask if you see anything on me.
And I kind of explained to Aruna. I'm like mostly talking to Aruna, but kind of speaking out loud. So if you're listening, since she is the more magically inclined.
Also, Colin, this is a me question. I know. I understand. This is important too.
Okay, go ahead.
Does that? My mask also probably pops up on that, doesn't it? Because it's a cursed magical item. So
for that probably, but different.
Okay. Different. I was just making sure.
All right.
I was so focused on trying to figure out what was going on here that I didn't even notice it.
I was just curious. All right, so
I explained to Aruna, and I'm sure everyone else is listening, that it seems that there's a black smoke or miasma emanating from Venta.
All right. So, Ilderoyhan, is it adjacent to the Weird Sea, Ito?
Well, it's not just adjacent. Is it an island
is it
in the Weird
completely
Sea?
in the Weird Sea?
No, it's to the south. The Weird Sea is
It's technically off to like the east of the Weird Sea.
Alrighty.
The Weird Sea's
Like,
if you look at the actual
bodies of water are connected.
If you
Okay.
if you look, the Weird Sea is all this part down here, sort of on
Gotcha.
this coast.
So that brings second point. Venta, have you always been from the Ilderoyhan?
Yes, I was born there.
Why were you out in the Weird Sea, and do you know why you were out in the Weird Sea when this event occurred?
Well, something came to the Ile de Royhan.
So something came. Okay, so
You said this happened when you were 17?
Yes.
How old are you?
I'm currently 23.
The interesting thing, though.
Whatever's going on, he has no memory of it.
Okay.
It is fuzzy. I don't know exactly what it was.
If that happened 6 years ago, I was on the island when that occurred. I have no recollection of something happening.
I was just about to say, the strange thing is, it is also coming from Ito.
Continuing my point, Ito, Green Lady, descendant, or related in some way, shape, or form, curse, where you can't make profit off of your goods, correct?
If I recall, the words were, I am cursed with misfortune.
Okay, cursed with misfortune. Same spell structure or curse structure to what he has. So, hear me out. Faye being Green Lady potentially came back to Ile de Royhan for whatever reason, and our friend Venta was unfortunate enough to run into her, and she did not appreciate him seeing her for whatever reason.
Actually, that just made an idea pop into my head that I think might fall into what you're saying, or possibly open up a whole new can of worms. Has Aruna talked about her mask?
Her.
Like, I know I literally witnessed that happening, but it didn't occur to me just now, but would Baba Yaga be considered a hag?
I mean, are you asking me or trying to float?
I'm asking Aruna and Colin.
It depends on what she told you. You roll a history check on Baba Yaga, but I don't know what she told you in particular, or even if it was Baba Yaga.
25. Oh, natural 20.
Pretty good history check.
She is considered the mother of hags and the queen of witches.
I mean,
that's who the Green Lady tried to execute, right?
Yeah, not to belittle your intelligence, but you kind of hit the nail on the head and read about it, or when we talked to Soul Sync.
So,
no. But I know that was Baba Yaga. Like that's the connection I didn't know.
She was. It wasn't that the Green Lady tried to execute her. The Baba Yaga tried to execute the Green Lady.
Oh, okay. Then I totally misread that. Okay.
I ask Aruna, then, since hearing this exposition,
Exposition.
This curse, then, would it be like any other curse, or perhaps more powerful?
Well, from experience, it wasn't. Okay, if we're strictly speaking hags, from what I understand, it is based on deals, which, unless someone in Ito's family line in the past made a deal, that's not likely. It's just. I don't know the relative power of curses that are placed upon you willingly via deals and ones that are forced upon you, if that makes sense. Because it seems in Ito's case and Venta's case that they just happened to be cursed and it was thrust upon them as opposed to willingly taken.
I've seen.
Adelindra had a powerful curse on her from a strike from an enemy's blade, and I was able to remove that.
I've seen Karakwa use detect magic before. Do I know how long it lasts?
10 minutes.
I mean, do you have detect magic, don't you, Ito?
I suppose I do.
Well, then you probably know.
Yeah, I probably do know. Bruce, do you have a deck of cards?
Do I have what?
Do you have a deck of cards?
I do not.
You don't? Did you say you don't?
No.
I'll point to Madame Vestia and M. You have a guy that likes to steal things right here who probably has playing cards, and you have a fortune teller.
I have Taroka cards.
I have a set of dice. I just kind of... I'll ask Bruce real quick if he wouldn't mind playing a game of dice real quick while this conversation is going on.
Alright.
I do ask Karakwa if he sees anything on me while this is all going on.
His wife's yelling at him.
Yeah, he's getting yelled at.
Damn it! Fucking.
This is Cody asks Laura to show him her titties. .jpeg right there.
Show me your feet.
Cody, do you see it? Does Karakwa see anything on me that looks similar to them?
No.
Well, I guess Colin would have to answer it for you.
No,
but from what
actually.
Colin has told
Okay.
me, it's just something on Venta and Ito.
Well, I don't know if I'm cursed or not, so I asked.
No.
Anyway,
If you
I
are,
would-
it's not the same as this.
I would proceed to play a dice game with Bruce, placing putting actual gold down, and just to see what that outcome would be.
All right.
I was gonna. Okay, go ahead.
What dice game
Yeah.
are you playing?
I have a dice set. I don't know what dice games there are.
What's the
play something
Elderoy
as-
Hands dice game?
What is the Elderoy Hands dice game?
You're supposed to answer. You son of a
It's
bitch.
crap.
Just shoot
It's-
dice. Roll sevens, bitch.
Yeah, exactly. It's just shooting
Face
dice.
Charlie.
Okay, yeah, we'll play.
They
we'll
call
play,
me Ashularis.
Thank you.
We'll play. We'll just see. High number win.
Sure, you can do high number
Fucking-
wins.
Bitch, Spanish shit is that? Karakwa says, as he shakes his dice.
Are we rolling in Foundry?
Bitch, roll your
Yeah.
2d6.
Yeah, right. Oh,
Roll some d6.
is it gonna be 2? Or 1?
2d6.
6.
It's so good.
You, the
Let's go at it.
dice sort of fly out, and you see they roll a low number for you, unfortunately, Bruce. Not a great number, not a terrible, perfectly even. A 6 on the 2d6, and Nito tosses the dice out. You can see it briefly sits on what appears to be 8, but then the 5 rolls over to a 3 for 5.
This is going on. I'm also speaking with Aruna about this too. So it's not like we're just all sitting here like.
Okay,
But-
so if detect magic is still on
It
when
is.
when the misfortunate event takes place, in other words, the die does that shift, does Karakwa pick up on magic flare up or curse flare up?
It does not flare up or die down in any way. It just remains.
I
I
asked Ito something real quick.
Yeah.
Offer me Do you still have your ale with you? Your beer? Your wine?
I don't believe so. No.
You don't have any with you at all?
He got rid of it.
Yeah, I got rid of it shortly
Not
after.
we. You threw it away.
You got pissed off and threw it away, and then you had the whole scene where Mayor was like, "You shouldn't do that." And
Yeah,
they found out that your family loved your
I
retainers
forgot.
loved
Where's
you and
my
cared about
wife?
you.
I was
Not
gonna,
you,
I was
Rob.
going, I was going to light it on fire, and then I just gave it away.
That's fair. Shit. Did that only work with your drink or any drink?
I
Bruce, roll your dice.
Oh, cool. Go.
hand Ito,
Hey, roll one.
try and sell me something. Anything on your possession.
Wow, I made the exact same roll. I got a 5 and a 1.
Hand me your cup of drink. Like sell me your drink.
Okay, I will pass my goblet over to Al Cool, and I'll say I'm not sure if this vintage would particularly be palatable by someone from Beyaz Kumlahar, but you know, you have to start somewhere when deciding a patron's taste. I will slide it over to him.
All right. And how much would you sell something like this for then to me?
Well, just for the glass, it'd probably be about 5 silver.
Okay. So I hand Connor 5 silver, and I drink the wine.
It tastes like vinegar.
Did Cody
Did
notice
anything
anything
happen?
with that?
No, there's no flare up or anything. It just remains the same.
Okay, so
Well-
this is exactly what happened when I tested
I
that.
finished drinking vinegar.
Nice.
What a bitch.
Okay. Now my question is, what Ito did you or your predecessors do to inflict a long-running misfortunate curse? And then second, what did Venta see that warranted a death curse? Because these are vastly different.
Perhaps I can help with that. As Madame Bestia steps forward, I could probe into his very deepest thoughts, his darkest memories.
Hell yeah, make Ito go first.
Me or Venta?
Both.
Actually, wait, hang on. Venta,
Yes.
do you have back on the island? Do you have a home, family home?
Yes.
Would you describe it?
Do you like? Okay, so this is out of character question. Do you want the like physical description of it, or do you want me to just describe like my parents and like my
Like
life?
your family home. Describe the home that you possess.
It was a squat stone building. We had a small garden that my mother tended to, and my father ran a tavern out of the lower floors. We lived in the upstairs.
Do I know that tavern call?
Probably. Know the Eldorion pretty well. What's the tavern's
I
name?
don't have a name for it, Colin. You could decide. That was like I did know that he was a tavern keeper, and that was my mother. But like,
Well, the reason I asked is because Ito actually visits the tavern in the Eldoroi at like night. It's a ritual of his. So I'm not sure if this would be that tavern.
Do you
it
not?
very well could be.
Do you not have a particular name, or?
I don't have a particular name.
Okay.
The name that I had for the tavern that Ito visited was the Verdant Blessing.
Well, there we go.
Sure, why not?
Unless you have something better, by all means
Nice.
go ahead.
No, that's fine.
Because this is kind of a situation of Ito becoming self-aware, more so of this curse. I would tell him that, you know, I would like to purchase your familial tavern. I have people who can sign up or write up documents. We can make the sale, and I can forward you your earnings from the sale of your house.
You would have to talk to my father, I guess.
Certainly, but let's assume for a moment that it is your property to serve.
Okay.
The question is, no, that's not gonna work. Sorry, I was thinking too much. I was trying to see if it's the same curse.
Cody?
Cody, why are you screaming Dominoes, you fuck?
Because why not?
I'm watching this.
Time is
Are you ordering enough for the whole
What are
party?
those what wacky digits gonna be, Cody?
I'm gonna see what his tell me what your freaking thing is. Tell me what your card is, Cody, so I can order pizza for myself.
No, if you stream a credit card on Discord, it blacks out the number.
Oh shit! Let me,
It's
I
true.
have to try that.
Open Notepad. If you open Notepad and type your RuneScape password, it'll block it out.
Yeah, it does the same thing with credit card information. It's weird.
All right.
Cody
That
interrupt.
Okay.
What the fuck?
So Madam
Colin's
Bestia
gonna
wants
get
to probe,
DMC
right?
takedown by Domino's now.
I will tell Venta that I apologize for wasting your time. I had an idea, but I don't think
Damn.
I do have an idea.
That's
Colin,
Well-
I would like to use the divination with my weapon and with if Madame Vestia would with her assist.
Of course. It would be
Okay.
my pleasure.
Now, can I take this one step fucking crazy further, Colin? Could I cast Dream on Ito and send him into
the Shadow Realm.
whatever's going on in Venta's head, or does that not count as a dream? Or is him sleeping?
Yo, we're gonna Inception me? I like the idea.
That's
You know
the
what?
most.
I'm going to allow it.
As a
Excellent.
player, I like the idea. Venta himself is scared.
Okay, so Madame
Well,
Vestia
and
and
I asked the question if I remembered anything happening 6 years ago on the island, and that was not answered.
No.
I have no recollection of this thing happening.
No.
okay. Well, whatever they do to set up, I'm
There
gonna
is
cast
no.
Dream
You
on
don't know
Ito.
of any major occurrence that happened 6 years ago.
So divination essentially just allows me to ask a question.
Yeah.
But
Well, I assume Madame Vestia is gonna put Venta in some type of trance. So while he's getting probed, I'm also gonna send Ito in because if anyone knows Ilderoy Hand stuff and Green Lady stuff, I would think he'd find it.
yep. And for my question, Colin, I'm gonna ask, Madame Vestia, or with Madame Vestia's help, I'm going to ask
You know
the
you want
Mantis Queen. No, what?
the brownies. You know you want that brownie.
I'm gonna ask, the Mantis Queen. I know it says concerning a specific goal, event, or activity occur within 7 days, but I want to ask about Ito's family curse, and if she would grant me a vision of the source.
All right, roll a religion check with advantage.
Um, 18.
Pretty good.
All things considered.
Everything went better than expected.
Right.
That's what happens when I get to use religion.
You sort of close your eyes and entreat the Mantis Queen. Using the power of the blade that she has bestowed upon you, as Madame Vestia takes hold of your shoulder and puts one hand on Alakul's shoulder and one hand on Venta's shoulder as she closes her eyes and begins focusing on the magic. And you said, Aruna, you're casting Dream?
I was just asking if we could finagle the spell, since
I'll allow it.
Venta's gonna be in a trance to send Ito into the thing also.
I've never even heard of this.
Roll an Arcana check for me.
Okay. That's pretty good. 22.
2. So you're choosing to put Ito in the dream and not yourself.
Does Ito want to go in, or should I just put my? Well, actually, I don't know if I
No.
can put myself in.
Lord Sarasenyu.
Senyo. Sarah Senyo.
Let me see.
Lord Sarasenyu.
Sarah Sinew is Connor's new zombie character.
I can't.
Oh,
I
yeah.
can't actually technically be affected by the spell
Okay.
because I'm.
I've never even heard of this spell. This is wild.
What,
So-
dream?
Well,
Yeah, I've
maybe.
never heard-
Okay, it says creatures that don't sleep, such as elves, can't be contacted. You are a willing creature you touch. I mean, I can go in if Ito doesn't want to.
Can you do multiple people?
Nope.
Are we about to play Psychonauts? Is that what's happening here?
Basically.
I mean,
Yeah, I'll rock some
yeah.
Psychonauts.
it's a 5th level spell, so you choose.
I mean, it feels appropriate for Ito to go if you can send, if I'm allowing you or yourself or
Yeah.
someone else to go in.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll go.
All right, somebody put Ito to sleep. I'm sending him in.
I punch
just
him in
Oh,
the
I got
face.
you. I punched him in the face.
Alan,
I knew
hold
everyone
on.
was gonna be
Everybody
ready
just starts
for that.
beating the shit out of him.
Do you guys know that scene from Beast Wars where Ratchet and Dinobot turn around and punch the guy at the same time? It's like that.
I was thinking the scene from Airplane.
Yeah.
Okay. So Ito is
Everyone's
going in.
lined up.
Ito's going
Fucking
in.
clobbered.
Yep.
Venta's
Keep going
going in.
This session took a turn.
It sure did. Alright. With Alec Cools and Madame Vestia's help, you find yourself sort of slowly drifting off to sleep. Unable to keep your eyes open at any point as you sort of slowly drift off into a slumber. Ito, you find yourself doing the same. A dark blackness consumed you, and you're lost to the world for a moment, nodding off to sleep. But that does not last long. Soon there is a sort of a singular pinpoint of white light that appears in your vision. It slowly begins to expand. As it really expands to sort of beautiful sunlight. You find yourself staring into a dreamlike state. The world is sort of wispy, and the color is slightly muted. Nothing is quite as bright as you would expect it to be, but it is a place that you recognize. You're within the heart, the center of the Ild Royhan. The place, the only part of it that has any wilderness left. The forests. They're sort of on rocky slopes that rise up to a mountain. Well, it's not really a mountain. The cliffs at the center of the island, essentially. And Venta, you're walking through it.
Nice.
You can, you do not see your father, but you don't feel afraid or anxious. These are paths you've walked before. These are places you've walked before. You know the way home. There are no worries. But, climbing through this lush and dense underbrush, you stumble upon old ruins, overgrown. What appears to be chapel or church, maybe little more than an altar, really. Sort of bright green moss has crept over the damp stone and likely covered this for, God, hundreds of years. Ito, you're following along behind, as you're sort of walking along, following a much younger Venta, a much healthier looking Venta. Not sunken in cheeks, no sallow eyes, coughing up of blood. And as you sort of
Bones Day.
find yourself sort of making your way through these ruins, you feel a bit you can see, well, Venta, I'm like reliving this through your head because you're basically walking
You're
it.
good.
You feel uneasy, as if you're being watched.
Yep.
And you look around behind you and look off into the dense forest, and you see nothing. You worry perhaps there is some sort of predator. Not that there are many predators on the Ile de Royhan. There's a couple of very small bobcats that live in this cliffy area, but certainly not more than you can take care of, or something that can't be dealt with the stout knife that you keep at your hip. But as you turn back towards this altar, you can just vaguely make out there is golden sunlight that is streaming through the arches, and where previously there was only it looks like an arced window. Like I said, the ruins, there's like a stone arch that is rising up. You can see golden sunlight streaming in. Now there is a silhouette, a woman. She stands sort of looking down at the altar, her hands brushing over the sort of lush moss. She wears bright or sort of verdant green clothing wrapped around her. Her hair is sort of honeysuckle blonde, and she has, but it looks damp, sort of matted to her head. She wears basically like a tiara or a crown that's made of driftwood, and but as you look at her, you actually feel calmed, and she smiles slightly as she says, "Do not fear, young." You walk towards her,
and I'm sorry, I'm flying.
and you're following along. This is like a recording essentially.
Okay. So I'm not interacting. I'm It's a Wonderful Life.
Yes, this is essentially a recording. But I'll allow Max, if you want to interact, you can. This is your dream. How would young Venta have reacted to this?
I just asked, who are you?
She is.
How did you get here?
She smiles, and you see it's a very sad smile. She says, "I remember this place. I lived the happiest day of my life in this place. What year is it?"
Does young Benja know what year it is?
Of course.
And what year is it?
At the time, hold on, let me do the 7. It is currently 733, so it would be 17 years before 733. Be 16?
No, I was 17 when it happened. This is 6 years ago.
Oh, so 6, so it'd be 733, so 720.
27.
727. She sort of shakes her head. Has it been that long already? Come closer, child. There's no need to fear me.
I step closer.
There's something very... As you get close to her, you see there's something... You're almost overwhelmed with the sadness that permeates the air. As she sits on the stony altar. It's soft from the moss. And she motions for you to sit down next to her.
I sit on the altar with her.
And who does the Saracenio family still act as lords of the Ildroyheim?
Yes, ma'am. Lord Saracenius still reigns over this land. At least to my knowledge.
I guess it was worth it at least. He did get to carry on his legacy after all. And there's a bitterness to her tone when she says that.
Do you not like Lord Saracenius?
It's not that. The problem is I loved them. Loved him. Have you ever been in love, young one?
I have not.
That's what. They tell you, you hope that the person that you fall in love with would be willing to sacrifice for you and love you and place someone that they chose, their partner above others, but that's not always the case. Whenever you do fall in love, make sure that you hold on to them and treat them well.
Well, I'm not sure how comforting this is or how much solace you may find in this, but I've talked with my father, and he says that love oftentimes is painful, and yet for some reason we come back to it. I think there's something there, some lesson learned. It's a painful choice that we make.
The most painful. She reaches out and she takes your hand, and there's almost a jolt that moves through you. She sort of gently squeezes it. She says, "May your endeavors in love end better than mine."
I could only wish the same for you.
She sort of smiles, again sadly. She says, she sort of stands up, and you see she walks away from the altar and standing in the sort of, once again silhouetted within this sort of sunlight that's streaming in through this arch. She says, "I tried." She sort of motions. "I was married right there, and it didn't matter." And then she seems to turn, and it's almost like the sunlight blinds you. As all of a sudden, she's gone. But then, standing there, you sort of have your first cough. And then you are yanked outwards. You're just a viewer. This is where his dream ends, unfortunately.
Sure. I just had one question. Was I able to see her?
Yes, she was there.
See her face and stuff?
Yes, beautiful young woman, matted sort of blonde hair, driftwood crown, wearing green clothing.
Was she?
You've seen her before. Whenever you took Kalam, all that time ago.
I thought I saw her back. I don't remember seeing her.
You did not see her face, but she had the same hair, same all of that.
And was I able to determine if she was human or elven?
No clue. She was beautiful, but she could have very well have been human or elf. that's the end of the. That's where it sort of fades out. As you are all both yanked away from the dream. You can go back to the regular place.
Oh shit. Everybody act cool.
Alright.
Are they dead? Did they die inside his brain?
No.
Unfortunately not.
Nito have a
Damn.
seizure in my arms.
I thought Connor was shirtless.
Alright.
I was like, man, what the fuck happened in there for Connor to
I know,
take
right?
his
He took his shirt off.
The sexual tension is finally broken between him and Max. Thank God.
Alright, they sort of, you can see,
Show us your nipples, Connor.
Venta's eyes open and, Ito's eyes open as,
That wasn't high enough.
Alec, you were
There
able
it
to
is.
slowly kind of pull back the connection that you had with Madame Vestia. But you can see Madame Vestia's eyes are still tensed. She struggles to close the connection. You can see her brow is furrowed and sweat, or there's a sheen of sweat on her face as her pale skin is slowly turning red. She struggles to close the connection.
Oh boy. What? As I'm trying to figure out, Ito, speak up. What the fuck happened? What did you do to Madame Vestia?
Colin, do we remember?
You
what
have
happened?
no clue what happened to Madame Vestia. It doesn't seem related to you and entirely with her channeling.
But
Okay.
we remember what we saw, right?
You remember what you saw, yes.
So would. God damn it.
I'll burn a detect magic at the same level Karakwa did to see the black smoke and see if it's attached to Vestia.
Level 3. Is mine still active?
Probably not. It probably took more than 10 minutes.
Okay,
I'll
but yeah, I'll
also
burn.
recast it too.
Yeah, I'll burn detect magic.
No, it's not the same thing.
Oh shit. Okay.
Would a lesser restoration help? Like, would I know that, or is this just like a?
You can make a make an Arcana check. Who the fuck is still dropping templates?
It comes with the spell. I'm sorry.
Got a
There's an
17
option to
on my
literally
Arcana.
click where you don't drop a template, Cody.
This isn't.
Whatever.
This isn't something. You don't think this is something pulled from the dreams. You think this is because something that's opening up to herself as a conduit to allow this to happen. Much like you had to defend her whenever she was doing basically pulling you to the Mantis Queens. The same thing is happening now.
Can I try and do a similar thing where I connect with her?
You can. You suspect the problem is she's currently still acting as a channeler. She kind of needs to be woken out of that.
Hold
Um,
You can hear her muttering, I can't close it.
Can I think about drawing the Eye of Vecna at a Klaus and like think of severing that magical connection and see if I can sever the like magic connection that she has?
I imagine if you do it too abruptly, it might harm her still.
What if we also just punch her and knock her out?
I feel like that would leave it open.
That would not help.
Okay.
Could I cast counterspell? Or am I even awake? I'm sorry.
Yes, you and Venta have woken up. And so is Alcool. The only one that's stuck is Vestia.
Colin, I use one of my star map charges to use guiding bolt instead of guiding bolt, and I want to try and use that to guide her back.
Sure.
Son of a bitch.
I fucking hate it! I hate it so much!
if this works, I'm officially leaving D&D again.
Well, the whole point is she has to make a check to see if she can break the concentration, but she fails. As you can see, her eyes are tense. Unfortunately, she is unable to break the concentration.
What is going on here? Who is she?
I can't.
She's the.
I can't break this connection.
Who is the she we're referring to?
Madame Vestia, the what you call it? The
Fortune teller.
fortune teller lady.
Vestia.
The fortune teller lady we told you about.
She's the one that gives you the supporting dice at the start of every session, basically.
I don't know what that is.
Teller. She tells the future. She gives us a dice roll every day that we can use for anything.
Yeah. So if you roll poorly and we have a good roll, I can be like, Cody, you want to use the port roll to save yourself. Or if I'm disintegrating someone and we want them to have a low roll and we have a low roll, I go, hey, we're going to use the port dice to make his roll suck.
So it's just a free divination wizard every day?
Yes.
Yes.
For everyone?
Yeah.
The airship has a crew. We have people aboard it.
Okay, I didn't know who this, I didn't know who this was.
Colin, I'm gonna try and use lesser restoration then.
All right. I will allow that to automatically succeed as you're spending the spell slot.
I was gonna add that Madame Vestia counts as a friendly creature, so she gets benefits from Aura of Protection for that save that she made. But if lesser restoration works, that
It's not a save, it's just a thing.
You're gonna automatically see she like staggers backwards, as her eyes are sort of slightly glazed over as they slowly focus, and she clutches her head and says, "I can't. I'm sorry. I did not mean to. I couldn't help it.
What
Something
happened?
Something attached."
To who?
To the connection.
With me or with you?
About that time you hear Nipsey scream from on tap, "Holy shit, what the hell is that?"
Oh boy.
Okay.
I run. Sorry.
Go ahead and roll initiative.
God damn.
Go ahead and add you into it. It would help if I actually had the correct thing. Let me add you before you roll initiative. Let me actually add you to the initiative.
Damn it, Ito. That's somehow your fault.
I mean, it's
There you go.
We've had a long rest since.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. You've had time to rest.
We had a long rest at Soul Sanctus.
Because I haven't had a rest.
That's
Oh
not the
boy.
right fucking thing. Give me the right damn token, you idiot.
We brought back the wrath of the Green Lady.
Alright.
Not necessarily. It's just something attached
Yeah.
to it. To
That
the
makes sense.
connection.
Where the goddamn is my...
Is it the Dahaka from Prince of Persia?
Is it an astral dreadnought that'll insta-kill the party? Please, God.
Is it my ex-wife, Adelindra, who I killed in a car accident?
Oh no. Is it
Where-
Soul Sanctus on the random encounter table?
Yes, he comes up, he says, "I am tired of your bullshit." And then he kills
You know what? I changed my mind. You guys kind of suck.
Oh, Soul
There we
Sanctus.
go.
Soul Sanctus
Initiative,
is
there we go.
incredibly homophobic.
That makes sense.
Bruce
And he's
Venta,
racist.
you gonna roll a initiative?
Oh.
Oh, I rolled a
He's a
5.
pro-
I guess I rolled again.
Soul Sanctus is a product of his time.
Roll
Oh, I
it in
rolled
the
a 5.
fucking thing!
Oh my
You
god.
Roll it in the combat thing. There you go.
Jesus Christ!
I don't know why it doesn't work either way.
At the very top with utility, you can click roll initiative. I just found it.
Oh yeah, if you right click that fist, it'll pull out the combat tracker and it should give you a dice to roll.
The fist.
Yeah.
She's not a dang lawnmower.
Switch arms.
Switch off!
Go get tired. There we go.
It's so fucking good. I don't like
Nice.
that. Send it back.
You send it back to the base or the church. We like the church.
What is that?
Oh shit, I just
Oh my
realized I burned a 5th level spell to send Ito into Inception
You
Land.
sure did, and not only that, you've also other people have burnt high level spell slots, like 3rd level spell slots, to do detect magic and things like that to
Yeah.
get more specific stuff.
You're
That's why
Yeah.
he's like,
wrong.
hey, you guys have been using your resources. Let's fight.
I did it on purpose. I
Whoa!
promise. I also needed what did I? I'm trying.
Don't
To,
worry,
What
I
is that?
I'm trying to pull in the correct tokens real fast.
Lou, what is that?
It's Spirit of Christmas Past.
Oh.
Oh shit!
The ghost of Christmas past.
I have banishment. Don't worry, guys. I'll get rid of the big guy. Sure to be fine.
So there's an eyeball on the ship.
Yeah, don't worry about them.
It's
Do
got
you
10
have a rod attuned to another plane of existence?
No.
Huh?
I have a rod attuned to your mama's house.
No, you don't. You don't even know where my mama lives.
Oh yeah, Cody,
don't
you
know
weren't
that.
here for it. When Vecna was attached to Klaus, I tried to banish Vecna, and he banished me.
He said, "Nah."
And
He's
it-
like, no,
One
no.
of the issues
You
Reed
first.
has had, he is too focused in the material realm, so all this magical shit keeps going over his head.
Yeah, it
Apparently, everything needs this magical
Alright.
shit.
I'm going to go pee real fast, but think about what
Same.
you want to do on your turn. All of a sudden,
So-
you can hear
I
them.
want to cast fireball. Where's my goddamn fireball?
You-
I miss fireball.
You have to cast it in this room, though.
Good release me.
Excellent.
Evasion.
All right, but
motherfucker.
no. You can hear Nipsey shouting from above deck. What the hell is that? And the sound of what appears to be faint, like wet feet slapping on the ground above you.
Hell yeah.
I don't know how best to describe it, but we will start the combat when I get back from peeing.
Why are you so good at initiative, Nick? You son of a bitch. I don't
'Cause I
like
have a
that they're
plus
called
5.
Death Kiss. Death Kiss. Alright, when I thought it was just the big eye, I thought banishment was a really good idea, Nick. A really good idea, Nick. Now I see that there's 8,000 eyeballs. It's not as good an idea now.
Ah, I did not see the other ones.
Yep, there's two. Two of them are by your pet, so that's mildly concerning. Wouldn't it be wacky if they broke the elemental engine and we all plummeted to our deaths?
Yeah, wouldn't it be wacky if we could just die here and now?
Have an awkward conversation with Connor about my hag deal.
You viewers at home, give us the numbers on your mother's credit card and those 3 wacky numbers in the back and the expiration date to save us.
Indeed, post it in the YouTube comments. It'll black it all out. Don't worry.
Do you think that?
Don't actually do that.
Do you think the airship will crash at Tilted Towers?
Shit, where are we dropping? We gotta thank the bus guy. We gotta thank the bus driver.
We're going to Tomato Town.
I don't think this part. Besides, I don't think this part's being recorded. He usually like pauses the recording.
Doesn't record
Yeah,
combat.
that's why we're talking shit about Connor, so it's not recorded evidence when his murder happens.
Oh boy, I can't wait for us to crash a ship while doing this, and it crashes right into Reed's monastery and destroys it.
Bam.
You get to watch your master
Just like
die.
in Final Fantasy VII.
Even better, Reed's in-game girlfriend crawls up out of the earth. She's like, I finally escaped the Underdark with this baby that I found, and then the ship just fucking...
What did you find, like
Your
Annabelle?
girlfriend just suddenly has a baby.
Some mother down in
I ate,
Underdark was like, please, Reed, save my child.
All
You're
right.
the only one that can get out.
I ate a deviled egg and I'm good to go.
Imagine the smell of deviled egg beer farts.
Alec, cool.
Ugh.
You hear commotion above deck. Not only that, you can hear Grop calling loudly below deck as well.
Oh,
In distress.
So I use. Can I walk through like straight to the stairs, or I have to go?
You have to
You
go
gotta go
around. There
around.
is not an entrance on the back end.
So it's 5, 10, 15.
As you turn the corner, you can see there is a strange eye beast. That is, it's probably no bigger than like a Scottish Terrier or something. That is gripping to the wall, looking around wildly.
For the record, that makes it more terrifying.
Crazy.
Does it yip the same
I-
way? I don't like that.
Holy shit.
So we're fighting the babies from Dead Space.
Ugh.
Just so you know, if you hold control and drag and then press and then drag, you can kind of just plot it out. And then pressing space will actually have you.
Using a
Cool.
mantis claw
What?
attack
That's
on this
cool.
little bitch pussy boy.
All right,
The
I like that.
16 hit
16 does hit.
takes 15 points of damage.
All right, you cleave into it as it just melts away from you as they're just minions. So
Okay, and then I use my bonus action to dash and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, is that down? Yes, that's
Yes.
down.
you can see there are a couple more of the eye things down here.
My baby!
I get to there. And then I think that's it. End my turn.
Noise.
All
Tommy,
right.
how do you feel about that wallpaper next to you?
This is not wallpaper.
It's not.
This is a UV blocking window.
It
thing.
goes
Yeah.
to Venta.
Venta.
You hear the same thing. Commotion above deck, commotion below deck.
Hit myself with a haste spell.
That's his fuck, boy!
What passes with
Zoom! Forgets he has one.
Can you imagine the sound of a person with a peg leg on his face?
Right. It doubles your movement speed, but you have -5 movement speed, but
I can go 50. Oh, that's 70 feet total. Shit. 65, 60. What? I'm trying to do the thing.
You press space. Once you've got it. So click there, and then press space.
Oh, that's so cool. Alright, that's as far as I can get. I'm trying to head up deck. And I already used my action, I guess, so no dash action, but it's okay.
a ghost.
Alright.
Yukarakwa!
So how do you do that, Lou?
Yeah, what was that? I've never seen
Okay, press control, and then you just click and drag like you're trying to measure it out.
Oh, I
And you just click down, and you can just drag it again. Click, drag, and then once you get to where you want to go, you press space.
5, 6.
that. Hang on, you click down? What do you
I see.
Yeah, you left click to input one of the movements, and then you can keep dragging it.
That's really neat.
Cool!
Way to go,
What did you, Lou?
Way to kick the shit out of Roll20.
How big is this bear? Is this like a wall?
It is a
Or
wall.
is this
yes,
just like
it's a wall.
okay? So
Where
I
the
can't see
engine is,
shit.
bud.
No, it's its own room. The elemental engine sits in its own room.
I'm gonna animate object the elemental engine because
Do
nothing can go wrong.
not do that.
Yeah, and
Elemental engine golem.
the ship starts tumbling from the sky.
Cool though.
Turn the airship into
Golem
Starscream.
loves his golems.
I do like golems.
I'll use my action to run, and then I can. I'm assuming I see this right here, this thing.
Yeah.
And I very loudly yell to everyone else in the back, "What the f-"
I like how your mic cut out to censor it. That's
It's-
the best part.
This is a Christian program.
good mic. What the fucking fuck is what I yell.
It still makes a sense.
Alright, good. I have no bonus actions, so I will just move to here with my 5 feet, and I don't really know this airship very well, who's in what rooms, but I bang on this door right here. Bang, 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 right here. Colin?
Yeah.
Hey, whoever's in there, you might want to wake up.
Why does Cody's mic do
Yeah,
that?
why
It's
does
so
he
weird.
become a
Yeah,
robot?
Cody, your mic is
crazy
fucked
robot
up.
mic boy?
I think you need to pop the mic up towards you more, like towards your mouth, or get
Let me
closer
try
to it.
that. I tell me how this goes. I bang
That's
on
a
this
lot better.
door right here. Okay, that's probably what it was. Thank you.
That's
That's
a lot better, but it still sounds kind of tin.
Yeah. I think
it's
I
a
think
directional.
It's directional.
Yeah. I bang on this door right here, and I yell, "Whoever's in here, you might want to wake up now."
Okay.
Intruders on deck.
Cody, you actually know who's in there.
I don't.
You do.
He
No,
doesn't.
I don't.
He knows them. He doesn't know that they are in there.
Oh,
I
okay.
don't.
Fucking asswipe.
I've been on this ship for like 30 minutes, you idiot.
Yandar and Lysanthier, they were from the first session.
I know who they are, you dumbass. You don't know
He
who's
doesn't
in
know-
there.
He doesn't know who's in what room.
It's me going up to a door. Hey, you might want to wake up. And then they open the door, and it's my mom. Oh, hi, Mom. Oh, you're my mom. I didn't know you were there.
Karakwa, shut up. It goes.
I can't
Is there
believe
anything
you don't
else?
know who his mom is.
He doesn't Connor.
Jesus Christ, Cody, are you like a robot man? All I hear is like.
It's when he turns his mouth away from the directional mic and he screams. It's just muffled. It's funny.
Probably for the better, honestly.
To the mic to scream only.
All right, if it's it for Karakwa,
Yeah.
it goes to Adelaide.
Yes.
Hearing the commotion, she sort of bursts out of room, a look of confusion on her face, as she says, "The hell's going on? I was trying to sleep."
Is she at least dressed?
She's half dressed.
She's in a nightie.
That's better than nothing. I don't think she wears a nightie.
You don't fucking know.
Alright, what? Half dressed what way? You know, are we talking top to bottom? No, she...
Yeah.
Wow, Reed.
Does she just have the blanket draped over her?
Adelaide's the kind of chick who only wears men's underwear.
She's.
I can see it.
She'd be bottom half dressed, basically.
The titties is out, is what Colin
A
is
look
saying.
of annoyance on her face. She looks a bit tired, but she's got an annoyed look. She looks around at you, Karakwa, just annoyed. It says, "Who the hell are you?"
I know who this bitch is.
Not really.
Probably not by sight.
I believe Karakwa has been in her presence once.
I will say then, it doesn't matter who I am. We have intruders on board.
All right. She sort of looks a bit confused, but says, "Right." She goes in her room and closes the door.
Alright, bitch.
Not gonna lie, that's pretty on brand.
Sure.
Yeah.
All right, Ito, it goes to you.
Okay, I'm sorry. So I hold control. That's how I do this magic?
Yeah, you hold control, and then just like you're drawing it, yep.
Oh my god, Ito figured it out.
And then when you click to make the last one, you press space.
You know Ito has legs and a crossbow?
So I don't even think you need to click
2 legs and a
the
crossbow?
last
Wow.
So how the fuck can you move 80 feet? You crazy.
one. Dashing.
Yeah, I assume he only has a movement speed of 30 though.
You gotta do it when you get to a corner, Connor. Or you can try to.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought it was adding it for me. I'm sorry.
Well, yeah, it is.
I mean, it is. If you look next to the thing, it says a total in brackets.
You have the
Yeah.
total in parentheses.
Yeah, when you get to like a corner right here, you can do a corner move and only do 5 feet. So
Cody's trying to game the
Meta
Cody gaming the
gaming.
system.
There.
Trying to
so
help you.
I get there. And then I hit space.
Yes.
Baseball.
Meow, 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 meow.
That's seriously.
I mean, I could have sworn I showed you guys that a while ago, but
You might. Okay,
He
so I'm
did
gonna-
because we all knew about it except for Cody, who wasn't here, and I guess you, Connor.
I didn't know about that either.
You weren't around.
I know.
anyway.
Max probably wasn't around for that specific game.
so I'm gonna dash over there and I'm gonna yell at Adelaide. Make your intentions known. Stay in your room. Help. It doesn't matter. Just don't change your mind halfway through, so we have to worry about it.
All right. Good enough.
Adelaide, that's me.
You don't have a. Oh, you
And
actually.
then, and then Cody and I have the exact conversation that Connor and Cody just had about whether or not he knows the people in that.
Confirming that Ito is also a retard, just like Connor.
It goes
Fantastic.
to Aruna.
It's the
Okay.
inception. It really takes something out of it.
I will touch Baba Yaba's mask, and I will use a pack slot to cast Expeditious Retreat, so I'm fast as fuck, boy. Yeah. Oh my god. I can't move through Henley, can I?
Why couldn't you?
I guess I can.
Yeah, I think.
No, I think you can move through an ally space. You just can't
He'll,
end in
he'll
it.
get out
Yes.
the way.
Yeah.
Can't move through enemy space, but
Gotcha. Just making sure. Alrighty. So yeah, I'll use bonus action to dash also. And I hit the button. Shit, I can't see anything because Ito's big ass head's in the way. Hey Colin, can you drag Bert onto the thing for me?
Bert doesn't exist. He's dead.
No.
That's
Because I can control him, but can't seem to, or I
Why
can't
is-
drag him on.
Lose face. Lose face.
Did you just send Lou a picture of your butthole?
Probably.
Connor's
Okay.
never even sent me a picture of his butt.
Well, this sucks. This wall's completely in the way, and I can't do anything about it.
Damn, the donk.
Wait a second. I might be able to do something.
Is that why Lou had a face?
It is.
Good.
Does
I-
that really be like, damn?
Okay. I'll send Bert up, and he'll perch on Karakwa and give Karakwa the help action.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's so nice.
So nice.
I'm being helped.
Yeah, that's it for me. I use action, bonus action.
If that's it for Aruna, guess whose turn it goes to? The enemies. Oh my
Ah!
Oh, I
god.
didn't
Tell me,
want to ask.
I
Is
mean,
this
Colin. Were me and the enemy supposed to roll to see who goes first?
You can go first.
They did both
yeah.
get tens.
Well, I mean, no, man, I'll roll if you want. I was just asking.
There you go.
Colin, I did want to ask. There's an enemy to the north of Adelaide. Is that supposed to be there?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Why wouldn't it be?
I didn't know if because the other ones were kind of like in formation, and I thought maybe this one got dropped accident.
No,
The one's on the below deck.
Alacool killed the other one that was on this deck.
All right, that's my turn.
All right. The enemies are going to. All right. I guess since Karakwa is the one that is there. That one.
Uh-oh.
All right.
Some spooky dice rolls.
Karakwa, will you make, or not Karakwa, Alacool, will you make a dexterity saving throw?
Uh-oh.
I would say he's
There
good
you
at
go.
these, so it's a good thing. Alright, there is a beam of, like, purplish energy that shoots from this eye at you as you dodge out the way. This one is going to cast another beam, which is a... fuck that. What the fuck? I keep rolling fucking 4s!
Oh no.
No.
We can give you a 6.
Karak, will you give me a wisdom
No.
saving throw?
I sure
Okay.
can.
Yeah, I say you should be very good at these as well.
Yeah.
The 2 strong saving throws. Alright, you
Ow.
pass both of them as 2 eye rays float out from the beams. Karakwa,
Stop it.
give me a strength saving throw, Karakwa.
I don't know about that one.
Alright.
So why does it roll 2?
It always automatically rolls 2. If you have advantage, you take the highest. If you have disadvantage, you take the lowest. And if you don't have anything, you just take the first one.
Alright, that's fair. Well, I rolled 2.
Alright. It is going to cast a telekinetic ray that lifts you up and slams you into the wall.
Oof.
You take 16 points of bludgeoning damage.
Ouch.
Easy.
Was that subtracted automatically?
No, you have to subtract it.
Okay.
Right.
It's not that cool.
Well, I mean, like, sometimes it's like, if you can see the roll,
There are ways
you
that
can
I
hit
can
apply
set
damage.
it up to do that, but I don't want to.
It can
Yeah,
be
if you-
fucking accidentally is clicking on somebody that's not the actual target because it could remove it from the not target.
And
Right.
it is going to
Original target.
skitter up above deck. And then these ones up on top deck, including the other one, are going to start wreaking havoc as all of a sudden you see the top deck begins to splinter as eye beams begin piercing through it as you hear Nipsey screaming, "What the hell?"
there we go.
Right, but that is it for their turn. It goes to Reed.
Reed is just going to let out a low sigh, take one last spoonful of whatever it is we were eating, and then take the dash action.
It's clam chowder. You don't like clam chowder, Grandma?
Clam chowder.
I did it myself.
55.
I like clam chowder too, Grandma. You like jazz, Grandma?
Monk be too goddamn fast.
Oh, I didn't know you could right-click the numbers. That's
But
And
you just
then
right-click
I
the chat.
will
Tampa Bay is just destroying fucking Chicago.
Oh yeah,
going
of
to
course they
use
are.
a key point to take the dodge action as a bonus action.
I'm watching the Texans Cardinals game, and they're not doing any better.
He's dodging.
Bruce, help us! Save us, Bruce!
Well,
Bruce, you
Bruce?
should just go up through the floor. Just jump up and
I don't think Nipsey would appreciate that very much.
Is Bruce secretly a
I
muscle
mean-
wizard?
yes.
To
I
summon
mean,
your
he
clone,
is-
do you need to see the point that you summoned it at?
I think so.
Wait, I'm
Yeah.
sorry, you summon a clone? Is that what you just said?
You can still
Echo
punch a
Knight.
hole in the ceiling and then do it.
My fighter subclass is Echo Knight.
I was gonna say summon the echo like
Wait,
15 feet above you on deck in
please.
3 places.
Please tell me your monk subclass is the one where you have the stand. So you could be the ultimate ghosty boy.
No, he's
Oh no,
four.
I'm 4
Four
elements. The worst
He's the
one.
shitty one.
He's the shitty one.
That's okay.
I needed the flavor though.
Okay.
I,
I
did
would
it for
argue-
RP purposes.
That's fair.
I would argue that being a stand user, Echo Knight, you don't need flavor.
Anime is my flavor.
Anime thighs when she up and stuff like.
Question, Colin.
Yep.
Any of these beams that are going below deck, are they like making it so I can see what's up there?
Not really. Probably
Yeah.
not. They're just mostly causing splints. They haven't like opened up big holes in the
Okay.
deck though.
Alright, I'll go with that. I will use a key point to dash. There's like an extra fucking thing there. Okay, that works, yeah. So that's that. I'm sorry, that's my full action. That's something I use my full action to dash and use my bonus action to put a clone right on the stairs.
Clown?
I'm gonna make him an air clone. Because I made him out of Earth, then I'll be taking parts of the ship with me. And I don't want to do that.
Is that this thing right here?
Yeah.
Cool.
And I am out of movement and I'm out of stuff. So that is my turn.
That's all she wrote, Grandpa.
That's all I got.
Right.
It's my little rolling monster.
It is going to go.
I'm gonna make a sandwich, I'll be right back.
The actual crew. Karakwa, having roused them, they sort of, or the fighter crew. Lincoln's not a fighter; he is just basically a shopkeeper.
He's a bitch.
Vestia is not a fighter. M is also not a fighter. You did not hire any really fighters on your crew.
It's really just Yondar and Lysanthia.
It's basically Yondar and Lysanthia fighters, and Adelaide to an extent. She's learning. But we're going to have Yondar is going to go downstairs, and Lysanthia is going to go upstairs.
Momentarily shocked to see that it is Yondar and Lysanthia, and I go, okay, great, they're here too.
Alright. Yondar, sort of descending down the steps, comes around, and you see he is in his metal form, his hulking metal form. He sees the fight going on downstairs. He is going to lift up one arm, and you see it's like a flamethrower that has a little flame out of it. He is going to cast Firebolt on this far boy right here.
Nice.
As all of a sudden, there's just like a burst of gas that allows him to cast Flame Bolt as he rolls an 18 plus 6, 24. Definitely hits as it incinerates him.
Hell yeah, brother.
Lysanthia, on the other hand, coming up deck, he is going to use his Chain Whip to attack this eye high since he's flanking with the Reed. Oh, if I looked at it. Well, that'll hit. As the Chain Whip slashes down through this eye. Boy, it would help if I accidentally didn't delete the wrong one. That's it. The big guy died immediately to my freaking
Get fucked.
Good job, team.
Oh.
This one.
Well, if you weren't playing Switch, Lou, you piece of shit.
Okay.
I'm paying attention to.
Wow.
That is it for them. It goes to Alec. Cool. They're shooting I-beams at you. And
It's called
Grop and Bella are
multitasking.
freaking out.
I got a 31 to hit, Colin. Is that
Alright.
hit?
Yes, and since they're one-shot minions, they just
Wet.
Alright, and then
I hope it makes that exact sound every time.
bonus action, and I'll wait, because, let's see. So, not that. Here we go. 5, 10, 15. Why didn't that take me up?
Yep.
Oh, okay. When I get to that eyeball. And end me turn. So Venta.
Oh my god, it's Venta Truce Cloud's turn.
Hey, Lamau, I forgot last turn. I could have made it up deck if I was just, like, smarter. What's this buddy right? That's not... Oh, no, okay. Is that thing right in front of the stairs an enemy?
No.
Oh, that's the... Okay.
That's the echo. Why is Max still smoking?
Because he's rolling with the wrong character.
Colin hasn't changed the name. It's the same. It's my token.
Just called Smoke, because he logs in just as Smoke.
I can get there.
Like share.
And I'm going to whack it.
You're just mad because Joseph Smoke never got a chance to live.
Whose fault is that?
Yeah, I was gonna say, whose fault is that?
Just I guess it's alright. Alright, it's a 21 to hit, Colin.
They're meant to be one-shot minions, so they just get smashed
Alright.
underneath.
I'm gonna use my fucking what's it called? My haste. Just keep running. I'm gonna get right up on it, and I don't. Well, I have another attack because I multi-attack.
Beaver's Feet brought to you by Sir Madam.
It's a 19 with 14 damage, Colin.
It does hit. You take whenever you slash into him, you're immediately blood pours onto your maul, and you take 7 points of lightning damage as it crackles over through your body.
Shit. Alright. You know what? I'm gonna action surge. And I'm gonna do another attack action. I'm gonna beat the shit out of him. That's a crit.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
I can't believe he's critting already.
He deals that max damage. Plus,
To the one-hit minion.
No,
Just a
the
big butt.
big guys aren't meant.
Wow,
ones.
Connor, who's not paying attention now, shithead? God.
I was zoomed into the middle floor.
Miss input. Miss input. Calm down.
I recognize that reference, Max.
All right. Yeah, that's 18 damage. Oh, sorry. Plus one, so another D6.
Yep.
21 total on that first attack. Second attack.
But you also take
Yeah, I know. I take more damage.
9 more points of lightning damage.
At 23 on the second hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
9 more damage on that.
Alright, minus 9. Alright, so he takes 9 more damage. And you take another 1 point of lightning damage.
I fat fingered and almost made myself take 12. Thank you, Colin. That's all I got.
Alright. After that, it will go to Karakwa.
Kawakwa.
These stairs right here. I noticed that Bert is with me. Hello, Bert. Am I able to kind of like just yell down the stairs and they can hear me, or is it like too?
It's pretty close.
I yell down there. Is it clear down there?
You hear a voice that yells up, says, "Beaker loves my glasses."
That actually took me a second. Wow.
Confirmed. And I go upstairs.
You mean he loves Beaker's glasses?
1, 2. How much movement does it take to go up and down the stairs? Is it just you stand on it
It's
and
just
you're there?
you go up on it. It's there.
And I can see all this that's going on. I'm going to come over here like this. I'm going to see what's going on. How is everything over here? Nothing bad over here? Nothing like that? Just what we can see here?
Yeah, nothing.
I'm going to summon my, let's see.
God, he's gonna
Always
summon his
forget.
wildfire spirit.
Did you know I could do that? Did you know? That's kind of crazy, isn't
Yeah,
it?
but I've since deleted the token for your wildfire spirit because you hadn't played in like 6 months.
The shame, the misfortune. Jesus Christ, that's quite the large thing.
This wild shaped into a fish and flopped around on the deck instead.
Carp.
It's a power move.
I'm gonna summon it right here. Actually, let me double check. So if I summon it right here, yeah, okay, summoning it right here. So this thing right here is gonna have to do a dex save, or take 2d6 fire.
Minute time to make your wildfire spirit token.
Do I need to send it to you again? What it looks like?
You can, although I have we might just use the token I had previously made for it.
Oh, it's the same. If it's the fire lizard thing, scorch spitter.
Yeah,
Never bait.
that's the one I got. I just have to
Okay.
attach it.
Okay.
Wildfire spirit. File. Update
Wildfire.
token. All right, you should be able to move it wherever you want it to. Wherever it
All right,
appears.
perfect. So this thing has to do a dex save. 18.
I got a 3.
All right. So it takes 2d6 fire damage, 8 fire damage.
Noise.
And using my bonus action, is there a way for me to do this from here? No. All right. Proficiency bonus. I'm going to fire a flame seed from it at this one that Alacool is currently facing right here. So I don't have a way to do it here, so I'll just do a D20. It's a ranged weapon attack. Oh my god, does it use mine or its own?
Your spell attack modifier to hit is what it says on your totem
Does it say that?
sheet.
I can't. Okay, I couldn't find it from there. So it's a +5 to hit,
+5 to hit. Okay.
14 to hit on this thing.
That thing, yes, it will.
And it's gone.
Yep, it pops. It's
Alright,
it pops like a eye being thrown into boiling water. They're
Whoop! I didn't mean to click it there.
They're single
but,
shot minions. They're just meant to be, minor
Is your-
inconveniences.
Is your spell attack only +5?
I think it's a +9. I'm
Yeah,
probably
it
getting it
should be
wrong.
more than that.
Yeah. I use a reaction to do a cauterizing flame there in that spot. Any ally that walks through that flame heals, or any enemy that walks through the flame that's here takes damage. So if you're hurt, there's flames there now.
But my WoW experience has told me not to stand in the flame.
There's
These are
fire
the flames
there.
you want to stand on. Yep. And that's my turn.
Everybody get into the safety scribble.
The safety
Yes.
scribble
Get
is
your free
indeed.
2d10 plus wisdom healing.
Wow.
Damn, it's fiery. See?
Easy.
Alright. Anything else from Karakwa?
He got up, so I don't think so.
It's gonna go. Oh my god. To Adelaide.
Oh, hey Nick, did you hear what Cody said?
No.
The fire beside you, if you step in it, it heals you.
It's the safety scribble.
And it hurts people.
It hurts enemies, it heals friendly.
Yeah,
Conveniently, I'm at full health, but good to know.
it's just there,
Alright.
so.
Adelaide runs out of her room with her bow.
Oh yeah!
Despite the fact that she is seems a little bit nervous and she's not managed to hit a single attack yet, despite having pretty good to hit. She is going to fire a shot off. Wow, okay. She got a 16 plus 6, a 22, as
Hooray!
the bow arcs through the air as she pulls the arrow back, and it plunks firmly within this flying abomination. Doing max damage.
Hey!
As
You got that.
I'm
she
so
almost drops the bow. And she's like, I hit it.
That kid's got hoopspa.
I hit it! I hit it! She sort of excitedly jumps up and down. And at this point, you get the bonus of her inspiring leader ability. As each of you get 7 temporary hit points.
I'm gonna shout from below deck. Good, now do it again.
Even those below deck.
Even those below deck.
I do
No,
like 7.
7 temporary hit points, yes.
Ow!
That's it for her, however, as it goes to Ito. She is your protege.
Alright, how do I do the staircase thing? Is it this one right here that takes me up?
This one takes
that one takes you up. This one takes you down.
The white one the bright one takes you up. The dark one takes you down.
You just gotta go up first. There you go.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I'm gonna go up there and I'm gonna
Move Lysanther.
I'm going to do a bardic inspiration on Adelaide, and I would tell her, hey, good job. Don't
Don't get cocky, kid.
Don't get cocky, kid. And I'll do bardic inspiration on Adelaide.
All right, she is bardically inspired.
As a bonus action, I'll do Hunter's Mark on the big boy. I actually, if I can see it, I don't know how tall the
elemental engine is quite large. Very big. It does block line of sight, so because you can't shoot through it. So.
Okay. In that case, I will. Now, okay, hang on. It's not a solid object, right? The elemental engine.
No.
Like I can.
Up top right here, it's not a solid engine.
Okay.
Okay, so we can walk through these spots.
You do have to walk around it. You can walk through these spots, but you can't walk into it.
Okay.
You can't stand or walk through these spots.
Okay. But these two on each side.
Yes. Yes.
And in that case, I will finish the rest of my movement going. And that is my turn.
It goes to Aruna.
Get him 5, 10,
Go, Runa.
20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. Oh yeah, bonus action dash. Sorry.
Bonus action dash.
Bonus action dash. Expeditious retreat. Wow, I can see him. Shit. Does this boy look real healthy, Colin?
Hey, he's holding up okay. Been beat up a bit, but
That's cool. I'm gonna burn my second pact slot, and I'm gonna cast Fairy Fire with my new Warlock powers on him.
alright.
So you make a Dexterity saving throw. It's a really low DC because it's Charisma.
Why is Aruna suddenly southern?
Is it because of Travis Willingham? When you take a level in Warlock, you become.
Got a 9.
Okay, it is Fairy Fired, and I drop Expeditious Retreat.
Colin, I was wondering, what state was Madame Vestia in when we ran upstairs?
She was dazed but not dying.
Okay. Dazed and confused?
Any attack roll against the affected creature or object has advantage if the attacker can see it, and the affected creature or object can't benefit from being invisible. So beat the shit out of it, please, for the love of God. That's it for me.
Good enough.
Actually, I will go my 5 extra feet and kind of hide behind there.
Alright.
That's it for me.
If that's it for Aruna, it goes to Henley.
Okie dokie, artichokey.
Henley.
I'll move to there. For my bonus action, I'm going to rage.
He's rocking.
And then I'm going to throw a javelin at the big one.
Okay.
At advantage, Henley.
Oh, sweet. Shit, advantage.
You do have advantage. It is fairy fired.
Them warlock pact slots coming in handy.
You're level 2 now, right, Tom?
Oh my god, I'm pretty sure there's a dwarf that's interviewing Tom Brady on TV.
That's gonna be hard for Tom Brady to kiss him on the lips afterwards.
That's true.
No, you just fix him up.
God damn it.
Just like my son.
Can
Do I
we
hit it
give him
with
the
a-
Gronk spike him?
Perfect. A 23 on both. Perfect.
Do I hit it?
Yes, it doesn't have it.
Perfectly balanced.
It's soft, fleshy skin. Turns out it doesn't have a lot of armor.
That'll be 11 damage to it. I want to use one of my infectious furies, Colin.
All right.
It's a wisdom saving throw.
Whoa.
18.
It passes.
Rick, why did you say that like you're winning a brand new car?
Do you like potato salad?
No.
Alright, I'm gonna throw a second javelin at it.
What are you wisdom saving throw?
I crit it.
Hey, get that crit damage.
Oh my god.
Easy.
Max damage. Unfortunately, it's the javelin, but
No, that's Rick's damage, not Max's.
I mean, I'm still a barbarian, so I add additional dice to it.
What the fuck are you talking about, Cody?
He said that's max damage. Like, no, that's Rick.
Troll.
Javelin's a D6 or 8? It's a D6. Okay, so that's what?
6.
Be 11, 13, 15 damage total.
All right, but it does pierce directly into the central eye of this thing as it howls in pain.
Does it howl from its eye?
No, it just lets
Don't
out
answer
a
that.
Well, yes, it howls from its butthole, its brown eye.
Ah.
That's somehow worse.
All right, anything else from Henley?
No, that's my turn.
This is the start of this round.
No.
2.
2?
2.
Henley, why are you rolling for the enemy?
Because
you son
I
of a bitch. I know.
just because I had him selected whenever I did that. I need.
That was my 2.
That was his 2. Yes.
Belongs to him. Oh, sorry. I'm dumb.
That was my bonus crit die.
Yeah, I'm just dumb. Okay.
So it spawns 2 more. Hi, boys.
Hi, boys.
All right. It is going to make a attack against. I mean, all these attacks have to be, unfortunately, against Venta because he's the one that he can reach. It's gonna be a
Venta, no, not again!
24 versus armor class.
Play stupid games, win
That
stupid
hits.
prizes.
Max, can you give me your best Lego Yoda death screen?
I had a button for that. Had being the operative word.
You take 11 points of piercing damage.
Not too bad.
Alright.
It's gonna make another. I mean, you're the. Oh wait, no, hold on. It can. It's got a 20-foot
Got a
range,
range
so it can make an attack against Alec Cool as well.
Right on.
It's only gonna be a 20, so it's not great.
He should just slap your veil off.
20 does not hit me.
All right, and it will make
Fuck my nuts, big boy.
It will make an attack against the Wildfire Spirit.
Oh no.
It's gonna be a 19.
Cody doesn't give a fuck about his wildfire spirit.
It's got 13
He
AC.
has pizza.
All right, a 19 hit. It says takes 15 points of damage. You'll have
It's
to
got
keep.
a
You'll have to keep track of all of that in D&D Beyond, unfortunately.
yeah. Yeah, like I said, it's max health. It's 5 times 5 times my spirit level. 14. 13 times 5. Okay.
Oh no, why has he got jizz on him?
So it should have 70 points.
Yeah.
That's a healthy totem, dude.
Yeah, boy.
it's a beefy
It took how
boy.
much damage, did you say?
19 or 15.
Watch this. So it's at 55.
All right. It goes to Reed. More of these eyes have popped up.
Alright. So naturally we gotta get up there first. And then Reed says, for dry, red eyes, clear eyes.
Oh,
is
fuck you.
awesome."
Get out. Get out. Nick banned him.
All right.
I've told you 1,000 times this is not my Discord. It's Cody or Colin.
No, I decided Reed doesn't get
Alright.
Reed doesn't get fairy fire. None of his attacks are advantage.
All right. So now it gets a new initiative. It's a 20 for the Death Kisses initiative. Cause fuck you.
No, nice.
So we're
Can
gonna
I-
go
can
ahead.
I-
We're gonna go with the kunai for once.
Wait, we gotta say it, Lou. Say it,
Can I
Lou.
give a negative bardic inspiration to Lou? You know what? Fuck it. No, I want to give a bardic inspiration to fucking
No, you
Lance.
get no. I think we all agree to give Reed the 6 that Madame Vestia got.
God.
That'll probably still hit because they don't have very good. It
Yeah.
has terrible armor class, but
Well, that's a 23 for 10.
for 10, all right.
We're gonna come around with the unarmed strike. Oh, that's a crit.
Easy.
Gonna want to deal
So
that
that-
damage.
14.
14 will hit, or a 20 will hit for 14 damage total. It should be max, yeah.
Yeah. Then we will go ahead and spend the key point in order to do Flurry of Blows. And actually, you know what? We'll spend another key point to first to do the Stunning Strike.
All right, what is that? A Constitution save?
I gotta remember every time. I'm
Yeah, it's
pretty
Constitution.
sure. Where the fuck is
I'm pretty sure it's their con versus his wisdom.
it? Yes, a
Con
Constitution
versus
saving
DC,
throw.
I think.
28.
That'll pass. One second, because I'm gonna assume must have at least a like +8.
It's probably pretty good, boss.
Sorry, I'm just calculating.
So you should just be 8 plus your proficiency
can't.
plus your wisdom. I think at this
I'm
point.
using the portent dice.
Give him a 6
So it
on
gets
his save.
6. Yep.
All right. All right. That is only going to be a 14 for him.
All right. Then it's a DC 17, so he is stunned.
He gets stunned.
Stunned and fairy fired. What a fucking bad time.
Then we're gonna go ahead and go with the Flurry of Blows, like I said earlier. That's a
Why do I keep doing that?
30 for 9 damage.
Yeah, actually. Keep smacking face.
Why did that one only do 1? Sorry, that one only rolled once, but... Okay, so it's a 23 for 9 damage. So it's taking an extra 18 off those 2 hits.
All right. You keep pummeling into his soft, fleshy body.
And that'll end my turn.
Lou, how does it feel to punch it?
Squishy.
Oh,
Soft, like a woman.
Oh, hey Colin, not
Yeah.
to be the kid that like says that we didn't turn in our homework, but does he get hurt every time he melees it?
Oh yeah, he does. Now that I think about it.
You ass.
Zap!
It's stunned and fairy fired. We're way more awful.
Tommy specifically is that kid who tells the teacher that they forgot our homework.
I never do. I
Read-
never did
Well, that's all
homework.
right out.
Reed takes 8 points of lightning damage.
Oh
Each
no.
time?
1,800, you mean?
No, just 8 total. It rolled pretty shit. I only rolled 2d10, even though you hit him more than that.
That's alright. So that means I only actually
Lame.
take 1 damage. From this- Because of the
I can't wait for Lou to drop a punt and actually die as a result, and we just don't revive him because of it.
You already used all the spell components for Revivify.
Right.
We can't save him.
Man, all of a sudden I just can't
Oh,
cast
shit, that's
Revivify.
right.
That's awkward.
But
It
yeah,
goes- Yeah.
honestly, last section, or last session, Venta actually should have probably been even deader because Haste stopped working on him, but he still took his turn.
Well, it goes to Bruce, so
Yay.
The Almighty.
this thing's pretty beat up at this point.
Alright.
Why would
I'm
he
gonna
stop
send my
working?
clone.
Lou, I think haste was on me.
No, someone casted haste on Venta last session.
Are you sure, Tommy? Because the only person I thought cast it
Casted
was
haste
Tommy
on my
on me.
fucking self.
Oh,
Max,
okay,
Max
okay,
cast
okay.
it on himself.
Alright, I'm gonna send
And
my.
I wasn't here last session.
No, he means
Or
the
whatever.
last comment.
I know.
Okay, so I'm gonna send my wind clone up the staircase, and I'm gonna just give it a running roundhouse kick to fucking face on this eyeball.
Can it have a face if it's just an eyeball?
It can if it wants to.
I mean,
if there's
does
a person,
cube,
would
Connor,
a
does a
human
cube
with
have a
just an
face?
eyeball have a face?
Does a cube have a face?
Yes, Cube technically has
It has
multiple
six.
Yeah, it
faces.
has 6 of them.
Yeah, I've seen a thwomp.
That's kind of what I'm getting at.
Yeah, but have you dealt with a thwimp?
Is it
Thwimp
like
is what
what?
I call a
I've
twink.
dealt with a fly.
A thwimp,
Is it?
A thwimp is
Yeah.
a thwimp is the baby thwomps that go back and forth in Super Mario Brothers.
Alright, which one's
Neat.
fucking...
Is a thwimp a twink that's trying but not succeeding?
I just told you what the
Please
thwimp
shut
is.
up,
It's the thwomps that go back and forth. The little baby thwomps that
I,
go back and
I was
forth.
asking.
I told you.
Alright, won't let me do it for my clone, so I'm just gonna have to roll it.
Thanks, Rick. I needed that for my my full.
He needs it for his research.
17 to hit.
17 will hit, and they're one-shot minions, so
Yay! And then I will move. Yeah, I'll bonus action dash for a key point.
hell yeah.
Use them.
Rick, why do you have so many of these?
These are just on Google.
Good shit.
Uh-huh.
Alright, that's 10. I'm going
don't
to
kink shame Rick.
action
I think I'm a
surge.
twompasexual now, though.
I really don't like the one with the dermal piercings. Just like
Who put that crazy fucking head with the from Courage the Cowardly Dog
Jesus Christ.
I did.
and said it's Nick with the light? That's so beat up.
What is?
Why are you gonna bully Nick like that?
Do it.
Hey.
Bully him. He's earned it.
Does for one thing, is he surrounded and probably not, and for
He's
two,
very-
He's surrounded,
Does-
stunned, fairy fire.
you have advantage
oh,
no
sorry, he
matter
has,
what.
he has, okay, he
He's
has-
having
surrounded,
like
he's
all
surrounded.
right.
He's surrounded.
27 to
he's,
hit for 14, 24 to hit for 8.
What?
How much 27 and 14 both hit. 25
No,
both hits.
27 for
25,
14
they
damage
both
and
hit.
25 for 8, so 22 damage. And then I get 2 zaps.
You get 2 zaps for 8
Two
points
twitty-
of lightning
Two
damage
titty twisters.
and 2 points of lightning damage.
So 9 total?
8 and 2, so 10 total.
Okay, 10 total. Alright. That's my turn.
Are you sure it's your turn?
It's all of it.
Oh my god. Is Yandar gonna be the one to finish this fight?
No. No, I wanna.
I want Connor to tackle it off the ship with a bomb.
You want him to fucking grotty mirror the thing?
Yeah,
He didn't have a bomb.
whatever he had. I want him to tackle it off the ship.
It was a choke slam.
Off a mountain.
That's
That was an elbow drop.
Tommy.
that's Tiamat, the final boss,
That was a
Cody.
different
Army.
fight. That was a different fight. They're talking about, or at least I was talking about the Raven Queen.
Well, I recall the elbow drop off the 40-foot tall wall, and then you
Tommy.
That was
Bonk,
Okay,
that was
sorry.
in fog
that
veil.
was
But
already
point is,
dead and losing your cloak.
Yondar is going to fire off a shot with his
There you go,
thing.
Cody.
Wow, Yondar rolled absolutely terrible, so Yondar misses and unfortunately launches off into the air. Lysanthier is going to swing his whip around, and he does a little bit better than Yontar as the chain whip slashes into the floating eye for 9 points of damage. Does not kill them, however. As it is going to go to Alec Cool.
Alec Cool.
Get it, buddy.
I'm gonna move to there, and then I want to try and jump on top of it, and use my bite, my vampire bite on it.
Holy
Alright.
moly.
Great. Nick, don't lick your lips. That's uncouth.
I'm not licking my lips. I'm biting my lip.
Do it again.
I don't remember. It's just like a
It's
D20
a
plus
D20
strength,
plus strength plus proficiency.
which proficiency's what? 5.
Nick's gonna bite
and
the
then
eyeball
strength
monster.
is +1.
Yeah, it's gross.
Wow, that's totally not like a euphemism for fornication or anything like that.
Yeah, euphemisms are cool. Just
I got
Hey,
non-natural
not
20.
straight up.
That'll hit.
I finally hit a bite attack.
Uh,
I don't know how much damage it does come.
Bite tip deals D8 plus strength damage.
Oh boy.
Kill it. Do it.
5 points of damage.
You also heal for 5 points of damage.
Woo,
If
I'm
you
full
had
health.
any.
And then if that doesn't kill it, I'm gonna.
It does not kill
what
it.
you call it. I'm gonna use my thing. I'm assuming this is the only combat, so I'm gonna use my War Priest feature to make an attack with my Mantis Claw.
Huh?
29 to hit for 13 points of damage.
Alright.
Plus sneak attack. Actually, technically, I would have had sneak attack on the first one, but it's plus 5 more points of damage.
That's enough to, as all of a sudden, you pierce into its eyeball, and all of a sudden it sucks inwards as if it's being pulled in a vortex as it begins to swirl, and all of a sudden, you like a collapsing star, it's pulled inwards, as this eye is also yanked in as well, as they both are sucked back to their original plane, leaving the deck clear, although slightly moderately damaged from the attack itself, as you have defeated the monster. That's good enough.
Oh my god. Hurry,
Alright.
push Ito off the deck.
Yeah, kill Ito. Push Ito. Say it was the monster that did it. Alright.
I'm gonna suck the blood out of Ito until he dies, and then say it was Adelaide.
Adelaide says,
Fair.
Adelaide says, did you see it? I actually hit something!
Good job.
Somebody
you-
get this lady a cookie.
You did that before we gave it like 3 different kinds of advantage.
So Colin,
Yeah.
just for future reference, I had misread that cauterizing flame ability. It's anytime anything dies within 30 feet of my wildfire spirit, it bursts into flames. And then if something walks through the flames, I can use a reaction to either damage it or heal it.
Yeah,
So
you'll have to
technically-
remember that because I fucking won't.
Okay, cool, thanks. But whoever's hurt, there's 2 things of flames you can walk through to heal if you need to.
So through the fire and the flames, you carry on.
How
So
much do I heal for?
I gotta roll 2d10 plus wisdom.
I think at
Hey
this
Rick,
point it
pizza's
does not
gonna
matter.
be here in a sec.
I'll take it, and I only need 1. I only need 1 health anyway, so.
Well,
Oh,
Vince
I'm gonna go
restores
turn the light
14
on real
from
quick.
that one. And there's another one up here if
Alright.
you need it.
You can see The Nipsey begins inspecting the deck, a disappointed look on her face. She looks at the scorch marks, a couple of splintered places, and she sort of shakes her head. Well, the repairs aren't too bad. We should be able to keep it up okay. We might, whenever we set it down next, we might want to do a little bit more expensive repairs, but or more expansive and extensive repairs, but it's not too bad. Nothing, certainly not anything that's going to keep us out of the sky. As she sort of nods her head and says, "But whatever caused that, we probably shouldn't do it. Probably shouldn't do it again.
Or at least not on the boat.
At least not on the
Oh,
boat."
I second that notion.
Even so, the next time we set it down, I'm probably gonna spend a day or two just really repairing it. I'm sure everything's tip-top shape.
Alright. Ito, Venta, the time is now to tell us what the fuck happened.
I don't guess you know a good place to set down near here.
I
Sit down crisscrossed applesauce.
I go to the map and I ask everyone if anyone's been from this area. Now's the time to point out something that's not marked so we can fucking land.
Alakul goes to the map and says, "No, there's absolutely nothing of significance around here. We are in Kansas."
We are in Kansas.
I point to a place to go. There's probably a rock there.
Lou, your monastery is about a week and a half away.
Yeah, and I'm from the other
These
side of the
plains are
mountain
home
range.
to my homeland.
Where are you from, Beaver?
Are you on the map?
Hey, Beaver?
On that? Carter. Right there. Yeah. That's where I'm putting my my town. Far enough out of the way that no one will ever want to go there.
Well, Lou's monastery.
because this is a placeholder character.
Lou's monastery is like here.
It could also be
And
here.
we're like still down here, aren't we?
Yes, y'all are technically still there.
It can be wherever it needs to be for Connor or for Colin's game master purposes.
Point is, it's nice to let
Yes,
Lou
we'll just
get
say-
some fucking backstory.
We'll say yes.
I wonder if he's gonna ignore it again. Well,
Yes, these plains are home to my monastery as well as a village nearby.
I'm gonna ask Alakul, what did the eyeball taste like? I feel like that's gonna come up eventually, so might as well get it out of the way.
So we're gonna gloss over the conversation of what happened with Inventa's dream, and then gloss over the conversation of where to land to ask him about sucking an eye off.
Don't you want to know?
I mean, I imagine it tastes
Not
like
really.
ocular fluid, whatever ocular fluid tastes like.
I like how
I retch up ocular fluid blood. Like, here you go, you want some?
all I was gonna do was attempt to cast greater restoration on either Venta or Ito, and before I could do that, we summoned eyeballs from hell.
You did do
Not
that.
hell.
Not hell.
Not
They're
hell.
from they're aberration. They're like aberrations from the astral plane.
It's a beholder variant, right?
Sure, whatever.
Can we find out Ito Venta what happened? That would be really cool.
Actually, that's a question. Did Venta know I was there?
That's a question for Colin.
That is a question for Colin.
Probably not. He was
Okay.
just reliving it through his head.
Then I will.
I guess would I know that? Did I know that they put him there? They put him through with me?
So the way I'm imagining this scene is I was walking behind you, and then the scene occurred, and you never had the opportunity to notice me.
Well, no. Did I know that you were going into the dream? Like, was
I mean,
that?
it was-
Did they
it
make
was-
that the plan?
Yes, that
No.
was literally what we said.
Oh well,
Yeah.
then yeah, I did know that you were there, but I would not have experienced you in that same space.
Sure. Well, Mac, I have notes, so if you miss something, I will check.
I came upon a mossy altar covered in vines, and I spoke with a beautiful woman wearing a crown of wood. Her hair was wet, she was wearing green, and she spoke of a marriage that she had there a long time ago. I did my best to console her, but in the end she disappeared into the sunlight. She seemed hurt in some way, emotionally, not physically. And that's how I got sick.
Okay, are you implying that she did it to you on purpose, or was it just being around?
I don't know.
Yeah, truth be told, we don't know.
I don't know if she did it on purpose. I just know that's
Her,
when
her
the
demeanor
conflict started.
did not indicate malicious intent.
Oh, Colin, I have a question for you.
Okay.
As
Although
with
the
the
point,
little bit of Baba Yaga interaction I've had, can spell work be influenced by emotion? In other words, like, could her of just being upset or like in distress, like inadvertently cursed people or like spread whatever's wrong? Or do I have any clue?
Roll an Arcana check.
Oh boy, here we go.
While he's doing that, her demeanor did not seem intentionally malicious. The words she said were, "May your endeavors in love fare better than mine." And then she touched his arm, and that was when she disappeared.
So that is real fucking good. Natural 18 plus 11 is 29.
For curses like that, generally emotions don't necessarily come into it. It is just
sounds like she's the
it exists.
origin of
The
the curse.
the curse exists as what it is, essentially.
Well, it could be like an It Follows kind of deal where she was just the carrier.
Well, I mean that doesn't change.
It is possible. I mean, it's possible she. In fact, the way they describe it, it's likely she did not do it on purpose.
Yeah, like I said, her demeanor and her dialogue did not indicate it was malicious.
Well, okay. My question is.
Also, for the record, Venta did not know who the hell she was.
Okay. Now, are you saying that she's just essentially like full of curses and just coming in contact with her is inadvertently spreading curses?
You might have to do more research into that.
Yeah. Well, I'm just saying. I think it's just really odd that Venta would have specifically like a death curse. Like he's going to die, and yours is more fortune related. You know what I mean?
Might be something you have to look into. You do have the basis of what you need to research. That you just need to get something a little bit more specific to the Feywild and the goings on of the Feywild.
Venta is one of my subjects. Him dying would ultimately hurt me in some way. I mean, I love that book.
Oh, thank you.
So, you do know, like, I will say, you do have what you need to look for. You do know you need to look more into the War of the Cunning, but you need to go into something that probably has, or to someone or something that has a little bit more knowledge as to the goings on, specifically within the Feywild.
Oh boy!
I can't believe it did not occur to me that Baba Yaga was the individual. I have no idea why that completely escaped my notice until today.
I thought it was really funny, so.
No, it was great because like I literally I started to smile because I was like, wait one goddamn second, wait a. No, it was really good. Bravo, both of you.
Wait, I didn't hear what you said.
I'm sorry?
What did you say?
I was really frustrated that I only just now realized that Baba Yaga was the individual involved in Green Lady's curse.
Boy, it's almost like I planned it that way.
No, and I know you did. I'm saying, like, good job, you and Tommy, for putting that together, because, like, I literally cracked a smile because it just hit me, and I was like, wait.
Let's be real. I think you mean good job me, because I'm the one that came up with it.
Well, no, but Tommy said he knew, and he didn't, like, because I was messaging Tommy about it. He knew, and he didn't reveal it unintentionally.
Better not.
It was really good.
All right, but the point is, you have a chance to discuss. Please feel free to discuss while I go pee real quickly. But the Skyweaver sails on, a little bit wiser as to, and a little bit more cautious as to letting Madame Vestia use her powers. They are powerful, and she can see a lot of stuff, but there's always that chance that something will be pulled in along that line that she connects with people. But I have to pee, so feel free to discuss.
This is
Aruna links raccoon wiggle nuts balls gift.
I also read that very slowly.
It's Tanuki. It's Karakua's final form.
Yeah,
With
that's
its
what
level 20 Archdruid cast.
that's what I do.
Well, you know, he's got big balls. She's got big balls.
They named that song after me.
Would a true polymorph spell like work on a druid? Couldn't they just like wild shape back into their human form?
No.
Really?
When you true polymorph, you take on all the abilities of whatever it is you true polymorph into.
But
and lose yours.
do you not keep all of your abilities that you had prior?
Not in that form, no.
No, when you polymorph, you change into things. So, example, in Critical Role was when Jester turned into a moth, and she got what was it, Tommy? Like a 2 intelligence or something.
Yeah. You are done. You're an animal.
Yeah. So that's why you do true polymorph to turn yourself into like a dragon or something.
Yeah, so you keep your intelligence.
Or you can do what they also did, and I actually watched that video the other day, when they took an ice worm and turned it into a snow bunny.
Yes.
We
Suddenly, Patrick was confused.
We
resummoned Patrick.
Interesting. We were fighting a orc war chief in my friend's campaign, and I polymorphed him into a turtle, and we stuffed him into a bag of holding, pulled him away from his men, and beat the shit out of him in the middle of the woods. It was the greatest jape of a lifetime, boys.
All right,
Fucking
I'm
love
back.
polymorph.
Did you discuss anything? All right, you didn't.
Not
Okay.
anything relevant.
I love Patrick. How can
You-
anyone hate that?
uh,
I did have a question.
yeah.
And all of this that happened, I was still going to try to at least do greater restoration and see if I could remove the curse.
You.
Or does that seem like, wow, this is something way beyond that?
It fizzles. Unfortunately, it's something beyond
Why
what
didn't you-
greater restoration
Jesus,
does.
let me just subtract 100 gold pieces from my purse now.
Unfortunately, some curses are bigger than greater restoration. Some are essentially god level curses.
I tell
Greater restoration.
Nothing short of a wish spell will cure this.
You need to cast Deus Ex Machina restoration.
Greatest restoration.
We already made that joke, Connor. Thank you.
That greater it was bad.
You owe me 100 gold pieces, Ito. Thank you.
Hey, if we kill Ito, his curse will be gone.
You can add that to my debt and you can get in line, bitch.
Wait,
It's currently almost 200,000 gold pieces.
Pulls a
Wait,
fucking knife out.
if
Give me
we
that
kill
money.
Ito and revivify him after we kill him, will the curse stay?
Why don't you try? Start beating the shit out of him.
Who has Revivify other than me?
Me.
You do? Okay.
Mm-hmm. It would
Yeah.
cost more money for me to do it.
Point
We really have
is,
to.
if you have nothing else to discuss,
I do have something that I want to do with Aruna, but I don't know if now.
Oh damn it! It's 8 o'clock, Connor. Save it.
Okay, then that's what I meant.
you
Wait.
continue
Ooh.
flying the Skyweaver. It's moderately damaged, but it's not really suffering anything. It's not detracted in any way from its flying speed or anything like that. Nipsey would like to set it down, but unfortunately from here, the land you're going through is mostly just empty. The occasional, like, empty farmland, but for the most part it's just scrubby, rocky land. But you do eventually arrive. You see off in the distance a very sort of just sticking out like a sore thumb. Eventually, this building and a small village attached nearby. You can see, Reed, you immediately recognize. You see the sand sort of courtyard that you sparred in, and you played essentially you played war games in. The familiar building that holds all of the basically the barracks for the monks, and you recognize the dining hall and the meeting chamber. You can see the smithy below it, as well as the meditation pond, as you sail down onto the Seishan Monastery, the home of the Emerald Mantises. The Sky Weaver sets down just outside.
I would bring Adelaide.
That's fair.
You would? Okay.
There is a just outside the monastery itself. And you can see it's gathered quite a bit of attention as people come to watch you. But Reed, your eyes are only drawn to one person, your master. He is a sort of older man with dark skin, wearing sort of greenish robes. He has graying hair and a receding hairline. He looks like that.
He looks like that.
Looks like that.
Looks like that, right?
But he sort of, he has almost a stern look until he sees you, but then a wide grin splits his face as he comes forward, and pats you on the back, welcoming you home to the monastery. And that is where we will end it next time with some Reed-centric story.
Oh my gosh.
Emerald Mantis Monastery.